Whoa, look, it's time to go viral. I'm homicidal, I'm killing all my rivals. I'm the man, shit, I put that on the Bible. Spotify my target, cause you know I got the title. Hey, I'm a Mac too. I told baby shake that ass like she Apple. She said it's real, so she got my name tattooed. House full, so I hit it in the back room. Whoa, baby said she needed now, peep the urgency. I want a little Kim before she had the surgery. Leg spread on that hardcore poster. She love twerking, she just do it for the coach. Big dog, bull massive. 6 tray Chevrolet, I'm classic. All these niggas mad at me, that's tragic. The main bitch in the bed, that's graphic. Yeah, we about to go viral. Hey, we about to go.
We should have got started about the females when I was talking about like I can't believe the advice.
Oh, the what we was
that
just
I
talking
hear,
about?
yeah. That I really just can't believe the advice I hear these older black females giving to the younger generation of females. Like I was telling Messiah, like, you remember when you was little and you would watch a show and there would be a villain and he'd be like, if you don't give me $1 million, I'm gonna blow up the entire world. And you would sit back and think, this idiot is gonna kill himself and everybody else on the planet if they don't give him $1 million. You didn't think that something like that could really exist. But when you listen to these older black women and the advice that they give these younger black women, you realize that super villains really do exist.
I'm gonna say older women in general
Kamikaze.
got bad advice. Well, women in general give bad advice, but that's interesting that you brought that up because I just seen Dr. Bryant giving advice to who the boy from Colorado who getting Travis Hunter. Basically telling him he needs to work through his relationship with old girl and they young and this, that, and the third. And it's like, you don't have a successful relationship at all. You don't have a successful relationship history. You way past your prime. You couldn't secure a man. You didn't have kids. She's the last person on earth who needs to be given relationship advice. Who he needs to listen to is the guys like me who on the last episode, when you, simp number 1, and Kylie, simp number 2, was trying to give old girl a pass, and now they done just pulled up her whole iCloud history in real life. She done been at parties twerking on dudes 3-4 years ago, and they was together for 5 years. Another dude just leaked his damn videos of her in his bathroom, brushing her teeth like she just stayed the night, getting knocked down. They had another video of Travis and one of his teammates or his homeboys, and he's sitting there dancing with her, and the teammate looked like you know something about her, but you don't want to say nothing. Like he might have knocked her down, or he know about her getting knocked down.
None of that means anything to me because it's very few men in the world with females who couldn't, where stuff like that couldn't be dug up about them. There's nothing damning there. She wasn't with Travis Hunter at that time. And let's be real, Travis Hunter is that nigga. None of those dudes she fucked with in the past are on his level.
But that's the point that they making is that he's saying he been with her 5 years. These videos is from 3 years ago.
Well, he said he'd been with her 5 years. The videos are from 3 years ago, but who knows? I don't know the timeline.
In between that is what the point is. What they making is that if you saying you've been with her this long and she was acting like this, then this is all the red flags is in your face. But to even besides the point, it's a few ways to look at it. Like I remember what you said the other day. I think you was like basically a nigga could be cheating or doing something, and now he's just going through the motions of sticking with her if she done stuck through him or doing whatever he did.
Yeah.
But even that's neither here nor there. The rules are not the same for men and women. It don't apply the same way. It's not the same shit. Cuz it's about to be $1 million nigga, probably way more than that. You know what I mean? Heisman, can't even enjoy your Heisman moment. But for all the people that's mad about men or even other women trying to help him or help him see through to prevent something down the line from getting worse, they didn't have this same energy when they was crucifying Simone Biles, man. Y'all remember when he was talking about he didn't know who she was? They was bleeding her. They was bleeding her about staying with him. They wasn't doing all that, stick through that shit with him and do all this other shit.
But that was the women.
Yeah, but they're doing that same exact opposite when it comes to what he's going through right now, telling him to stick through and telling him to do all this shit when they was ready to tell her to get the fuck up out of there.
And this is what Brandon's missing. Bro is going to the draft. He doesn't need any off the field issues right now. His head need to be in the game. So teams are looking at that like, you're already getting affected off the field. Bro deleted his Instagram because he was getting trolled so much, and every new video was coming out every day. You got DJ Academics dropping videos. You got every celebrity in the game now reaching out to you via Instagram. Like, it's one big humiliation ritual, and he's caving under the pressure to the point he had to delete his Instagram. So going in the draft, you need to be focused on football, not this little thought bitch over here who fucking teammates and random niggas at a party.
But
bro.
maybe deleting Instagram was good for his mental health. That might be something to cut off some of his distractions. You never know. Seeing that shit, the type of when I started seeing Cud dancing in these videos and doing all this other different things, you see the type of personality that he has. Even though the age he is, he still resembles a little kid.
He's young.
Yeah, so he still resembles a person that maybe hasn't, or he does not care right now what he's dealing with. He's happy, or he thinks that he's in love with this girl. He probably got to get his heart shattered. Some of us go through it earlier. Some of us go through it later before he get to become a savage.
This the thing,
I know, but everybody got to run their own course.
Do I think that this is his soulmate? No. But I'm just saying, bro, just going through his little growing pains as a man. He needs to go through it so he can learn in the long run. What I'm saying is, how can people claim to care about who this dude marry and whether she's the right woman for him, but then they get online going at bro so bad,
trolling him,
that it's mentally affecting, bro? Like, let's be real. No one really gives a
cut it out, man. You're a grown ass man.
No one really gives a fuck. I mean, let's keep it a buck. No one really gives a fuck what the nigga do. So why just be? What we should be defending Travis Hunter right now, because that's a young black man who is lined up to make millions of dollars and be a success. Who he chooses to be with, that's his business. But when do we get to the point where we act like Jewish people or we act like Hispanics? Let us get online going after a Mexican dude doing that or a Jewish dude doing that. His people eventually gonna say, we might not agree with what he's doing, but we're not gonna let y'all beat up on him.
You know the difference with them Jewish people? They gonna bring you to that round table. They gonna let you know what the fuck is going on, what is, what ain't. And you gonna take that advice. Niggas ain't listening to niggas. Niggas is, if a Jewish person come let they people know, like, man, this is how it's gonna probably end up here. They might have some people that's successful in relationships, some people that's been through this they self, and now they gonna let you know the ins and outs of what you're headed to.
I'm ashamed of you right now.
Yeah. What?
You Don Corleone himself. This is the mafia guy right here. So what the Italians and the Jews gonna do? They're not gonna go at him. They gonna go to that bitch and be like, bitch, you better do right by that nigga, because if you don't, you gonna have hell to pay.
This is not the point. What I'm saying to you, they're gonna Don is gonna talk to his kids and let him know, you sure about this girl? Is you this and that? He's gonna let him know she needs to be this way. Don't ever be that way. Is she a family woman? Do she believe in God? They're gonna run down these things with their kids first. Before you think about marrying this motherfucker, then you're gonna have the tools to know, like, this ain't the one, or it is.
But this is what Brandon's missing. You said we need to be defending him, bro. It's people see, okay, he's really a good kid. From the outside looking in, he looks like a genuine person. He looks like a good kid. He doesn't look like he's had his heart shattered and turned into a villain. He looked like he's gonna be a stand-up dude for a woman. You know what I'm saying? And a good representation of black men. So men who already been through the storm, we can see that. We can recognize that. We want that for him, but we see where this is going. We've been through it. So we already know what's to come. We already know the storm is coming. He just can't see it.
But
so guys who really genuinely do care are pointing out everything, hoping that he sees it. Like, look, bro, red flag. Look, bro, red flag. I don't think people are posting it to tear down his mental health. No, people are actually trying to save him.
We don't even know.
Go ahead.
We don't even know who's posting the shit 90% of the time. And I don't think the internet operates to save anyone. I think the internet operates to gaslight and humiliate people. What I'm saying is, we don't know if bro could just be saying what he's saying just to make her feel good in the moment. And a year from now, he ain't married her, or 5 years from now, they ain't got married. We don't know what bro is doing. But we also know that even when we were young and older dudes would try to tell us, sometimes you just ain't trying to hear because you think your situation gonna be different. What I think is, we should just say, look, it's clear bro ain't gonna leave her, so we need to just offer encouragement. Because what happens if they're together 40, 50, 60 years
then
and
they beat the odds, nigga. But you cannot in good faith see what's going on and just say, oh man, whatever. If you really genuinely care, like a lot of people genuinely do, myself being one, is like, damn, I want to see bro win. I want to see black people win who are a good representation of us. And outside of him being a relationship wise, I want to see the kid win. So this is why I'm giving the advice I'm giving, and he could take it or he could not. But when you got people like Dr. Cheyenne Bryant giving obvious bad advice. Obviously, she's looking for a viral moment, and you got to realize
she might want the female to win.
No, that too, and she does counseling. So now the next step would be, hey, make it work. Hey, by the way, y'all come to my office. I'll give y'all some words of encouragement. I'll give y'all some counseling. But here goes that fee, because I know you got that contract coming. So the whole time, she's just trying to get a fucking bag. She don't care about him about to get stripped of his new contract. None of that.
Let's be real. The biggest difference factor, because it ain't like people ain't going through this on a regular basis. He ain't the only person in the world dealing with people like that.
Right.
But on top of that, it's the money part that got everybody so concerned. How many of these celebrities we see get their pockets hit? You know what I'm saying? We can watch Tyrese online crying over relationship after relationship about marrying these women.
Bro, dumb.
So what y'all think about this? Now that you said that, Lil Baby said he'll give a woman a ring. He'll go through with a wedding and everything, but we ain't signing no legal paperwork. We could be married, but this through us and God, not through the courts.
He ain't got to sign no paperwork. If they together 10 years, that's common law, nigga. She got all the same rights as a married woman.
Every state don't have common law.
Whichever
so there's
state.
That. So, but what y'all think about that? Because I think that's a good idea.
Lil Baby from Atlanta, right?
But that's been saying, that Ben goes to say, if you choose to do that, give her a ring. I never agreed on justifying putting the courts in control of your relationship and your kid's life and all that other stuff. That makes no sense to me.
Even if you do marry her, Atlanta and Florida, you're good, because those are not community property states. So when you leave her, only thing she can get half of is whatever you made while you was with her. So what it does is it incentivizes her sticking around for the long haul than leaving your ass years later. But if she get with you a year, 2 years, 3 years, guess what? And she want to leave, well, if he only made $10 million in this past 3 years, well, you just gonna get $5 million. You're not gonna get none of what he made before he married you. You're not gonna get none of what he made after he married you. That's why I'm not too worried about Travis Hunter. He's from Florida. I'm sure that's where he's gonna make his home. That's not a community property state. Same thing with Lil Baby in Atlanta. These dudes got very smart dudes advising them. And even though they might be simping in front of...
I don't know, because Lil Baby...
Bro got Dion, bro.
No, bro. Lil Baby just came out and said he didn't have nobody advising him. He didn't know how to pay his taxes. He didn't know what to do with his money. He said the only way he learned, he looked at the rappers that he saw was winning and looked like they had a lot of money. Like Rick Ross, he said he DM'd 2-1 Savage, and they started hooking him up and plugging him with their tax guys. But he said for years he was rapping and he wasn't even paying taxes. He had no financial advice. So these guys,
or he said he wasn't paying them right. I think
no,
like he didn't.
No, but first he said he wasn't paying them at all. He said the first 2 years I didn't pay him at all. I come from the block, but he said I had no one advising me. So they don't have these advisors that we think.
But bro's a smart dude, because look, nobody had to tell him not to sign no paperwork for marriage. He figured that out and he's on the right path. Then he has the sense to say, let me ask someone who knows.
Right. He's able to learn as he goes. Yeah. He's not too big or too big headed to where it's like I can't learn from people.
But he only learned by seeing other guys get decimated and their whole lives destroyed via the court system. So that's why I said I agree with the whole, hey, I'll give you a ring if you want a ring.
Yeah.
Cool. You want to walk around and look like my property? I'm with that. I want to give you the ring anyway. Wear that. And we could walk down the aisle. We could have a party. We could do whatever you want to do, vacation, all that. But that courthouse, that man, nah, we ain't doing that, because that don't make no sense.
I mean, me personally, like, if you a dude who want to get married, I think marriage is good for the tax breaks. But what I would advise a younger man to do, listen, man, go have a ceremony in church. Go to fucking Africa to the village and have a ceremony, whatever. But the way our legal system is currently set up, it is not in a man's favor to get married. And also, when you connect yourself to a woman, you got to make sure she down for you, bro. Man, within the first month of meeting her, you better ask her for like $300.
You better,
because if she don't give you that, she ain't fucking with you for real.
You're signing up to be locked up.
Me?
No, when you do that,
because they incentivize divorce. So once that's incentivized, the whole operation is now null and void, and you're a fool if you sign up for it. We in a new day and age. It's a new era. That old way of being married is out. If I got to go to another person that has nothing to do with my relationship and my family and get permission on when I can see the kids I created and I got to take care of and how I can divvy my earnings from a damn judge, got to decide that, that's out. That's something wrong.
I think if you...
Hey, you know what's crazy? Because when I was a kid, I thought the Big Timers was crazy when they made that song. And he was like, I got everything in my mama name. And then, but it's crazy now because I see a lot of the smartest athletes with dough be having shit the bitches thinking they gonna collect and then kind of find out everything in their mama name.
Hey,
you can't take nothing.
You know
they was ahead of their time. Baby was ahead of his time.
You know who I want to figure out? I want to figure out this nigga Steve Harvey. Bro done been divorced more than anybody, like 3-4 marriages. How did bro get around giving everything he got to those females? Bro is in a state that's not community property. Gotta be.
Why you say he didn't get around? He said he went broke off one of them.
He went broke off his taxes. The nigga still
he went broke off
one
the
of them
female.
divorce.
Yeah, he went broke off the
Well,
divorce.
he still went back and got married, so he learned something.
Man, come on. This is why you get cooked. You use the worst fucking examples. You use Steve Harvey. Like, come on, bro. That is the epitome of failed relationship.
That's
like,
his guy, though.
Do not do anything bro did.
I didn't fuck with Steve Harvey at all. But what I'm saying is Steve Harvey done been divorced 3 times and he lost on one marriage. What incentivizes bro to get married again? To keep getting married?
He's a religious guy.
Steve Harvey gonna teach you how to get the bag out them women. He know how to manipulate them, make them feel how they need to feel, and sell a book to them. And then he gonna get all the loot.
There you go.
Hey, hold on. Pause. We just went right into the show without even welcoming my guy back, man. Messiah, he's back, man. What's the deal, bro?
Man, another one. We back. Like I never left.
I thought you was welcoming me back.
He's like, shit, it's good. Look.
Hey, man, I've been here dealing with 2 simps for the last couple episodes. Hey, shout out my boy Cali, too. He's not here. Hey, hold on. But he's Mr. Light Skin himself, and he been acting real light skin with Ruckus over here.
Man.
You know, he the dark skin, light skin. I've been fighting a 2v1, so I got my guy back, man. Where you been at, bro?
Man, been on the little, just came from what? Chi-Town and what's that? St. Martin.
St. Martin?
Yeah. No, they got 2. It is St. Martin and the St. Martin.
Yeah.
Which one you was at?
At both. So that was cool.
He touched them both. Hey, man, Chicago is a little vibe, though.
Yeah,
how'd you like it?
I got a little bar of it, man. I went to the O, cuz.
Hey, I seen cuz at O Blocks. I'm like, this nigga done went to the O, cuz. What's up with cuz?
They thought a nigga lost his mind going over there.
Hey, you went out there late at night, too. I'm like, oh, this nigga wildin', bro. What's up with cuz?
Dude, when I went to Chicago, I caught the train, got off on 91st Street. I was like, nigga, what the hell is your problem? Because my cousin used to live in the projects over there. Man, I just walked through project. They're like, man, you don't like, dude, somebody got killed right here where you standing last night. I'm like, oh, I didn't know.
Nah,
but
we definitely got to go to Chicago. We definitely got to go back because I need to touch. They food spots is crazy,
so fire.
but they closed. They closed so early. I didn't really get to hit shit. So it's like that's a big key, and it's freezing out there though.
When
so
it's cold, you say the little hood dudes don't be out too much.
Nah,
them
niggas be outside.
nigga.
They outside trooping, still in the cold, nigga. That cold ain't stopping nothing.
Them the niggas that's out at night. Everybody else is. That's why everything closed so early. Niggas, the young niggas is out.
Did you try the deep dish?
Nah, I ain't tried.
Oh, bruh.
Hey, what about the glizzies?
Where'd you get the deep dish from?
Bro, everybody talk about Lou Malnati's, but my favorite is Connie's. Connie's is my spot. I fuck with Connie's.
What about the chicken spot? Is it overrated?
Bruh,
what is it, Harold's?
My cousin brought me either Harold's, I think it was another one. I think she brought me Harold's, and then she brought me something else. I mean, it's chicken.
I get tired of it. I don't even like eating chicken.
Man, how was St. Martin, nigga? I just heard Nori talking about St. Martin. He was just going in on Dame Dash like, yeah, I'm going to Italy today. Tomorrow I'm being St. Martin. I said, shit, bro in St. Martin right now.
Yeah, now they got clear waters, but it's like you go to most places you've been, how we've been traveling, you done been everywhere. But it's a good vibe. That's a good vibe you want to go. You got to take some classy people with you and y'all have a good time. But you got to go out there with some bread too, because you can't even get in certain restaurants unless you spending over a certain amount. So
nice.
So they got spending limits.
They done inflated it.
You got to spend 200 or you can't come in.
Yeah, exactly. So you go to certain places where you all inclusive, they got 5-7 restaurants on the beach. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
That type of shit. So it's player. You would definitely like that shit though, for sure. Yeah.
Put it on the map. Hey, y'all gotta put a y'all. Hey, everybody who watched this show, y'all need to get a map and put that shit on y'all wall. And every time we mention a place, somebody mention where they going, put a pin in and get your ass over there. Y'all be having a lot to say on the freaking comments. How many of you niggas have actually been out of LA? That's what I want to know. Because maybe if you get out of your environment, you might have a different perspective.
Nah, traveling is definitely the key. That's one of the keys to life. Travel early and travel often, for sure, for sure. To definitely open up your mind. So we preach that every episode, just like we preach fitness every episode, because there's two things in life that is mandatory. You definitely need to travel, and you definitely need to be fit. But hey,
like me,
y'all wasn't here on the last episode that we just did with we was covering the Fat Joe thing and the FBA thing. I really don't want to get in the Fat Joe.
Get back in that.
No, unless y'all want to give y'all opinion on what Fat Joe said.
Get back into that.
But I really want to discuss the whole FBA thing. But what did y'all think about what Fat Joe said?
You want to go first?
After just seeing what the fuck you just showed me, kind of made me reevaluate. I just think the way Fat Joe went at it and the way he was talking. So I wasn't really too sure about the people, how he was talking until you just showed me. Some of them niggas is nuts, cuz. So if that's what he's dealing with, I could understand why he said what he said. Not agreeing like everything was cool what he was saying, because now he's at a point where you're feeling open enough to even talk like that. Then you got niggas in front of you. Where that's like me sitting right there like, man, these crazy ass Mexicans, and I got Mexicans sitting right here.
Okay, but this was the basis of the conversation was that he was saying the FBAs are these radical racist black guys that are made up rumors that Americans created hip hop, that black Americans created hip hop. He said that's a lie, that's a rumor.
He's saying we didn't create hip hop?
Yes, that was the whole basis of the convo.
Whatever he said was bullshit then. If that's the case, they know niggas created hip hop. I don't understand why we gotta always even clear the air with these niggas. And he been one of them niggas that didn't said it before. Matter of fact, we probably need to go find a clip of him saying it. Because that was when he was trying to add himself about saying, well, Latinos helped and all this other stuff. But we know who created hip hop, cuz. Like, this is the beginning of time.
So that's where the clash.
Years.
That's where the clash with the FBA thing came in, because they're inserting themselves in the creation of hip hop. Going where there were Puerto Ricans there were Jamaicans there were other people there, and I say, yeah, they might have been there. One, they didn't create it, because let's be real, we have been rapping before rap even had a name. They pulling up videos in black and white from 1938 where motherfucker rapping on the beat, and you like, damn, these niggas was spitting. I think the nigga looked like Lil Baby, matter of fact. You feel me? And on top of that, even the foreigners, the immigrants who were here were living like black Americans. They weren't living like in Jamaica. Right. They weren't living like they live in Puerto Rico. They came around here around the FBAs, Foundational Black Americans. We're going to get into that too.
I'm not no FBA. Stop saying that, bro. Like,
and they were behaving like black Americans. So that was the whole point. But so you disagree with Fat Joe?
I believe we created hip hop. There is no ifs, ands, or buts. We got to still. What they doing right now, what we starting to see in real time, is what they do to everything else that we have going on in life. When it comes to everything we create, they retwist it. Even the way they got people thinking that Edison created the light bulb. Go do your real homework on that, and you'll know what I'm talking about. But all our history, they're trying to reshape in real time. He's trying to say the opposite, but he's a part of what they're actually doing.
What I think is, I think Fat Joe was 100% correct with what he said. And I think that you
believe we didn't create hip hop?
I believe that hip hop was created by different people in different groups. Like, I believe black people created hip hop, but I believe that black Americans, Jamaicans, and whoever else, because when you go to New York, it's due to black and you won't even realize that they're from an island at all. Like, I got a homie named Wayne. I didn't know that dude was Jamaican until I knew him since high school. I didn't know that dude was Jamaican until like 5 years ago.
Okay, but this is what I'm saying. A Jamaican from Jamaica
who
lives like a Jamaican, and his ideologies is Jamaican. Everything about his lifestyle is Jamaican.
Right.
They didn't create hip hop. A Jamaican who didn't even move, was born in the U.S., grew up in the U.S., identifies as a U.S. citizen, is not the same thing as someone from the island of Jamaica.
Listen, bro. All the shit come from Africa anyway. That's what nobody understands. You can keep saying we invented this. Then you talking about how you could go back 20, 30 years and niggas spitting on the beat. Bro, you could go back 100 years and hear the same drums that they using in hip-hop songs today.
Not rap. Rap is rap.
A minute.
Okay, not a beat.
Bro,
rap is rap. They were rapping before beats, nigga.
Listen, bro. If you ask any historian, black, anything, that all that shit we did, jazz, all that came from Africa. Black people created that in general. Now, if you want to get to America and be like, we created this genre and this, that's fine.
We're talking hip hop.
I'm talking hip hop.
Rapping.
That
did not come from Africa. They don't rap.
Bro, everybody who, you don't know what
they don't rap.
Listen, can you just let me talk without
Go
interrupting
ahead,
me?
but they don't rap.
Bro, you don't know what they do.
I'm telling you, they don't rap. They didn't rap until we created.
Bro, listen, man. We could argue or we could just discuss facts.
Let's discuss facts.
I discuss facts, you discuss your opinion.
No, this is a fact. Show me a fact that shows Africa rapping before the U.S. created
every element of black music, hip hop, jazz, all that started in Africa. Even the fucking dances they're doing to this day started in Africa.
We're not disputing none of that.
Wait a minute, bro. Hold on. You got video of niggas in Africa breakdancing 150 years ago when they first started being able to record shit 100 years ago. You can't sit there and say that because every single thing you think that you created, there's a saying, there's nothing new under the sun. That is a factual saying because if I show you niggas breakdancing in Africa way back in the early 1900s, you can't say you invented breakdancing.
Show me someone in Africa rapping.
Go look for it.
No,
I'm not going to show you anything. Go look for it.
No, pause. You said you had facts, nigga.
Listen.
Give me a name.
You're
Give
the person.
me a tribe. Give me an area,
wait a minute.
a location,
Wait a minute.
a date. Because no, because they have dates, they have names.
Okay, tell me who created hip hop.
They said in 1979, a group from suburban New Jersey released the Sugar Hill Gang.
Yeah, sure.
Released one of the first hip hop records. You only started getting hip hop records underground with black Americans through cassette tapes. That's how it started transcending throughout whatever hip hop.
But even before the cassette tape, they was doing it on the corners. I know what you're saying. They was doing it
on the streets. Yeah, we know that. But for people to start getting big, they started doing it through that. It probably was even before then. But even at the same time, even if you're going back to Africa, nothing that has to do with Fat Joe and them.
No, it doesn't.
But it has nothing to do with nobody else. Bro, if it came from African roots, it comes to us.
It comes from us. Exactly.
Rap didn't come from Africa, though.
I'm not saying it did.
Listen.
Because he keeps trying
First of all,
stop conflating other music.
No, bro.
We ain't talking about beats. We're not talking about jazz. None of that. Rap.
You're conflating because you keep saying hip hop. There are different elements of hip hop.
So
rap is not the only element of hip hop. So you're talking about things being done under a different name. And if you want to talk about breakdancing, that was done in Africa. If you want to talk about even the drum beats, which was the basis,
drums came from Africa,
which was the basis of hip hop, because it was more about making beats and scratching records at first. Then they started putting raps over. If you want to talk about that part, the rapping, black Americans did the rapping. But when we talk about the drums, sampling the old music and all that, there were Jamaicans doing that. You got Kool Herc. He's one of the pioneers of hip hop. Bro was a Jamaican.
Correct.
So,
but no, key word, you already ended the argument. There's nothing else to even say. Black Americans started rap. That's it. That's it. That's
all.
You're
saying hip hop.
No, that's it. That's all.
It's
rap,
more should be common sense when we talking about rappers and we're talking about rap. Or then I would think that we mean rap or it's hip hop part of rap. We're not gonna say, hey, yeah, we created hip hop and then a rapper is talking and we go to breakdancing.
No, hip hop is.
I understand all that.
Breakdancing is an element of hip hop.
I understand that. All that. They used to say tag and everything
Graffiti.
was part of it. Yeah. So, but I'm just saying when a rapper is talking, he's not doing fucking. We know Fat Joe wasn't breakdancing, but we know his ass wasn't doing graffiti.
Big ass, right?
So yeah, so he rapped.
But this is the thing. What Fat Joe is basically saying is Fat Joe is preaching unity. FBA is preaching division.
He's not
at the end of the day. If you listen to what he said, because you didn't watch the interview. But if you listen to what bro said,
I did watch the interview. He's not preaching unity at all.
Then you didn't watch the interview.
He's preaching inclusion. He wants to be included. No. Like everybody else, when we make shit hot, now they want to be included and erase history.
Why does he have to want to be included? He done made more money off hip hop than any of us could ever dream of making. He has more of say and pull within hip hop than any of us. He's actually worked in that industry and made people famous. I mean, Fat Joe discovered Big Pun.
That's not the point he's getting at. The point he's saying is that he wants recognition as like, we started this together.
I've never heard him say that. I heard him say that.
That's
Everybody
the whole point.
When you say that we was here since the beginning, then yes, we created this too. It wasn't just yours.
The whole clip that went viral was him saying we did it together. The whole attack on the FBA was him denouncing them, saying that Black Americans created hip hop. No, Puerto Ricans were there too. Was his claim.
They were there.
Being there and creating are two different things.
Jamaicans were there.
Listen, you could be in this studio,
I
can invent something right now. Just because you was there, don't mean you was a part of the invention.
Listen,
you were a witness.
That's like if you ever been at school and then you see a gang of niggas out there freestyling, battling or something. Then you got all the other people just watching. They gonna be like, yeah, I was there since the beginning, but you wasn't part of what created it. You wasn't part of that real inside of that battle.
Let's take gangs. Let's take the first Crips. Mm-hmm. Who created the Crips?
Tookie and Raymond Washington, right?
Okay, so if you came under either one of them, you didn't create the Crips, even though you were there from the beginning. So Raymond Washington came up with Crip, started the Crips, and started recruiting. So if you got recruited from Raymond or Tookie, you were first generation. You were there from the inception, from the beginning. But guess what? When the credits go to who created it, them names popping up, not yours.
Well, we're gonna
same thing with rap, nigga.
This is the thing.
That's how it went.
First of all, we're segueing between hip hop and rap, and we're making it we're muddying the water. That's fine. Do that. That's probably the only angle where this can be discussed.
I was trying to stay on the FBAs because that's what
I know. We're gonna get back to them, but what I'm telling you is, name the Black people who started hip hop, who created it. The African Americans.
I'm gonna plug someone right now who you don't like. Tarique Nasheed has a whole documentary. Because I like throwing, I like throwing alley-oops to Black people, where there are a lot of the creators who were there, or if they didn't create it, they were there during the inception and the creation.
Have you watched it?
But they got the what's the name we talked about. You didn't watch that shit. No, they got the what's the name we talked about. I was talking to you about that last time. They had it's like 3 of them. 50 years of hip hop. Then they had like
that's Tarique Nasheed.
No,
shit.
I know, but
That's
it's more. They got a lot of them. It's like the origins of hip hop. Then they got the one with Ice-T and all them on there. I forget the name of it, but they talk about all that shit. I just can't.
Basically, what I'm saying is, go watch that. Go stream that. Go put some money in a Black man pocket. And you will see the facts of the people who were actually there. Not me, not Ruckus, not Fat Joe. People who were there, because I know they want to bring up DJ Kool Herc because he's Jamaican, but no, it wasn't him, bro.
You don't really even understand Tarique. You don't understand FBA. You don't understand none of that. This is why I keep telling y'all, do your research. What is a tether? What is a person who's an immigrant to FBA? A person who's an immigrant to FBA is not your mom is Jamaican and your daddy is Jamaican. They say anybody who at any time, family members came to this country from a Caribbean or Africa after 1870, right? To them, that's a tether. So if you got a great-great-grandparent who's a Jamaican going back to 1901, they're going to say you're a tether. And like so many Black people have family members that then came from islands and different things way back in the day. That is why you can't even start to get onto this, because it's such a slippery slope. Tarique Nasheed makes up what FBA is or who's an FBA based on his feelings at the moment. Tarique told me I'm not FBA, but I come from Black people who got off of slave ships in the early 1800s. He said whenever someone does something Tarique likes, they're not FBA. Oh, he ain't FBA. When someone does something Tarique likes, oh, he's FBA. Whenever someone does something Tarique doesn't like, oh, he's not FBA. That is not a lineage. That is a club, a clique, where there's a leader telling people you're not in it.
Let's clarify. So the FBA is a lineage of Black Americans who they believe originated from America, They didn't come off a slave ship. They were already here. They originated here. Their roots here. Everything, their whole bloodline is
here. That's not what FBA believes.
No, it is.
It's not.
No, I looked it up.
Bro, you don't know what you're talking about.
It's right.
You don't know what you're talking about. Even Tarique.
Hold on, because I'm gonna look it up because you got a beef with Tarique.
I don't have a beef. He started the club.
I looked at the damn thing that he LLC'd this shit.
The founder.
That's how I knew that he fucking LLC'd this shit.
The founder of the club that you're trying to be a part of, it's just a club, it's not a lineage. He literally said on video, yes, we come from Africa. What he believes is that there is a distinction between black people who came from Africa in the early 1800s off of slave ships and black people who arrived later on voluntarily from Caribbean countries and continental African countries.
Okay, it says
that's the difference.
Foundational black Americans are descendants of black slaves who built the United States from scratch. To be designated as FBA, at least one parent must come from a non-immigrant background in the United States.
Exactly.
Non-immigrant.
Yeah, this is what I'm trying to tell you. So when you say one parent has to come from a non-immigrant background, do you know that even white people are FBA? Tarique has said that. He said if they got 1 ounce of black blood in them, they're FBA. See, this is what I'm trying to tell you. You just told me, no, these people believe they came here. You just read it. It just said what? Black slaves who built America. Slaves, that's Africans. So it's ignorant. It's the logic is circular in FBA.
I'm not FBA.
You just said you was FBA.
I never said I was FBA. Shut the fuck up. I'm not every bit. 2, I done pointed out multiple times, multiple clips, that all this is causing division because there's no reason for blacks here to be beefing with blacks from anywhere else. That doesn't make sense. What happens is the blacks from other places come here and they align with white supremacy. They align with the systemic racism, and they come and they don't have to deal with the struggles that.
Stop.
No, shut the fuck up. They come here. They didn't have to grow up with the same struggles and fighting the same systems that we did here. So when they come and they elevate off of the work that our ancestors here already put in, they start to look down on you who were fighting the whole fucking time and are really, I don't want to say a victim, but you're basically dealing with the powers that be that they didn't have to. So they look down on you and go, why you can't do what I did?
Let me
and
ask
it's
you,
like, nigga.
Let me ask you a basic question.
You didn't grow up here.
Let
you
me
didn't
ask
grow
you a
up with
basic
this,
question.
with this programming. You didn't grow up against this systemic system. They actually give you alley-oops that they won't give to us because you're from over there.
Let me ask you.
That is an actual fact.
Let me ask you. That's not a fact. Let me ask you a basic question.
Messiah.
No, wait. Let me ask you a basic question. Let me ask you a basic question. If your ancestors came from Africa, brought to America to be slaves, they worked, built this country, all that. An African from Nigeria, Guinea-Bissau, Ghana, comes over here and takes advantage of what was built. If those people were taken from West Africa, wouldn't those people also be his ancestors too?
Who are you speaking of?
The slaves who came from West Africa. The people we came from.
Okay,
if a Nigerian comes to America and benefits from the labor of slaves in America, right?
Right.
He's benefiting from the labor of his own ancestors as well.
If that's his bloodline.
So what's the problem?
It's somewhat to a point where it's like you haven't been conditioned a certain way. Your mind is not cultivated as being raised out here versus being raised out there. And then when they come and they see their papers and know what type of way they are, they're going to automatically be in line because they're not going to jeopardize nothing of going back out there. So they're not even going to be a threat. They're already composed as a puppet to be controlled. So yes, we will allow you to make X amount of money and do X amount of things as long as you keep your ass in pocket. The moment they get out of pocket, they're getting spanked and getting sent back to where the fuck they came from. Out here with us, they can't do that. Only thing they can do is try to lock a nigga the fuck up. But 9 times out of 10, it's still a different mindset that it takes for us to reach. Now, you can't make excuses for it, but
let them talk,
it's still a bigger stretch.
Listen, they doing that with everybody. They got black Americans in line selling niggas out every day. What do you think meritorious manumissions is? Dr. Claude Anderson talked about that 50 years ago. That's what I'm trying to tell you. These topics have already been visited, and people have explained these topics in depth. Dr. John Henry Clark, all these people. Dr. Amos Wilson, Marcus Garvey talked about this. Martin Delaney talked about this way back in the 1800s. Everything people think that everything FBA says that they think they're so wise on, they're not wise. They're ignorant. They're not well read. I let you listen to a nigga talking on my channel. I had about 10 of them niggas calling in. They're just low IQ people, many of them from the South, like Mississippi, who do not know their own history. So they sit back and they attack people when people say things that they don't like that happen to be true. At the end of the day, there are people within our society who sell us out. Black Americans.
We understand this. We talk about this all the time.
Right.
The only thing I was just speaking on was the last point that Viral made. It didn't have nothing to do with them FBA niggas at that point.
Okay.
But yeah, I do understand. Yeah, that nigga was a psycho on your phone because he was pressing his
It's
line.
a lot of them.
This is
But
Messiah just made the perfect point that I was making. They're not deemed as a threat because they're not going to jeopardize being deported. So they're going to come and get in line. So shit that we aren't going to put up with because we know, hey, our ancestors built this shit. You're not treating me like a second-class citizen, and I'm just gladly accepting it. No, nigga, we're not doing that.
So
they will come and do that because them being treated like a second-class citizen is the equivalent of being treated like royalty where they come from. So shit that we look at like, man, you out your fucking mind. They like, thank you, God. So it's a whole different mindset.
and even on top of that, when they do come, how many of them you think come at a time? Like they're already isolated. You have nothing. You don't know people. You probably ain't building no relationships. You're not no threat in no type of form. You're going to fall in line.
I don't understand what threats you think Black Americans are. Black Americans eat
we're
the
the
same
greatest
shit.
threat to this
No,
country.
we're not.
If we
No, we're
wasn't if we
not.
wasn't a threat, they wouldn't spend so much of their motherfucking agenda of keeping us down.
The only person or group of people Black Americans are a threat to is other Black Americans because that's who we kill and abuse more than anybody.
If we weren't a threat,
so why are we looked at as threats then?
if
Black-
we weren't a threat, why do they spend so much money, so much time, so much resources with trying to destroy us?
Who's they?
Show me a COINTELPRO for any other race. Name them right now.
Why?
That the CIA made a COINTELPRO to assassinate their leaders and spend millions of dollars when you have the damn president of the United States saying that these people are a threat.
Bro,
we need to lock them up.
If you
Fuck
actually,
are you talking about, Goofy?
If you took 10 seconds to
This
pick,
shit is documented
Man,
that we're talking about.
Let me talk.
No, answer my question.
I'm
What
not
other
answering
race
any question
has
from
a
you.
COINTELPRO?
I'm not.
I answered your question. Answer
you
mine.
don't answer anything. You start
Exactly,
yelling.
goofball.
Look, you start yelling. This is what happens. One person say 5 words. You can't form a good argument against it, so you start interrupting.
What? You won't answer a direct question.
I know way more history than you. You're
What
nowhere.
history?
Let me finish. See, you're doing it again. I know way more history than you.
You're more
I'm way
brainwashed
more
than me.
well read on this.
You're more
The
brainwashed.
majority of people, the people you're calling leaders, the majority of Black people never followed them. The majority of Black people didn't follow Malcolm X. The majority of Black people didn't even follow Martin Luther King. These people were pretty much leaders of fringe movements in Black America.
You just watched my clip where I pointed that out.
Man, anyway, I don't watch your clips. I don't watch your clips.
I just
Anyway,
posted a clip
see-
today. It's the last clip from the
Here we
podcast
go.
on the page where
Here we
I
go.
literally said, if you're gonna choose to be a Black revolutionary, try to lead the Black race, you will be fought against by the government and your own people. It's a long, lonely road. It's a thankless job.
why do you-
the people you're trying to help and save are going to fight you for trying to save
why do
them
you keep-
because they're programmed to. That's what fucking
why do
Messiah
you
just
keep-
said. When they come from over there, they don't have this programming. So they get in line. It's a difference, nigga.
The only difference here is you refuse to let anyone talk so you can feel like you win. But like your audience keeps
Go ahead.
I'm gonna say my point. Like your audience keeps telling you, most of the time I'm right, and most of the time you're wrong. The reality is you just said You just said they fear us and they got COINTELPRO against us. Then when I said these movements were really fringe movements that not too many people follow closely, then you said, I just said that. So if they created COINTELPRO to get rid of very small movements, like not really many people following them, why do you feel like they fear your threat? Most Black people, wait a minute.
Can I answer?
90% of Black people.
Can I answer?
Go ahead.
Because you asked.
No, why?
But
why was the Panthers attacked?
90%.
Hold on, let me answer this question.
The Panthers were attacked because the Panthers were killing cops.
Okay, look.
That's why they were attacked.
Because cops was killing people,
That's
right?
fine. But you asked me why were they attacked? Because they were killing police
Okay, but
officers.
But they was already killing people. So the
That's
Panthers.
fine.
So the Panthers didn't start even killing yet
That's-
before it got to that point.
Listen,
Hold on,
You
no, because
asked
he's
the
trying to
question.
take you off track.
No,
Don't let him
I'm
do
not.
that.
You
No,
asked the
listen,
question.
you asked a direct question. Why do they focus on small groups? Because they know, damn, if this group can just get as big as it needs to get, they are going to be a direct threat. So you don't wait until the group is big and at full power to attack it. You attack it while it's small and you can destroy it. That's the point.
Because you
To
treat it
not
like a cancer.
Exactly, like a cancer, nigga. You cut it out before it spreads. Duh.
These groups destroyed
Next
themselves.
question.
Listen.
Next question.
These groups destroyed them. They destroyed themselves ultimately.
This nigga wild.
I'm not. No, I'm not wild. I'm telling the facts.
You gonna be that nigga they come and be like,
No,
hey,
we
hey,
don't-
you fuck with them?
Listen.
Hey, nah, we got some bread for you. Hey, we
Nah.
need you to go burn that bitch down.
Okay, so then who will I be like? I'll be like Huey P. Newton, all these other dudes who you guys think are heroes, and these dudes were.
I didn't say he was a hero.
But
I
what
said
I'm telling
Huey had
They
he
did-
had more heart
They
than a
was
lot
more
of
of a
niggas
hero
for
than
sure.
you.
There's
Listen,
a lot of these niggas
you
nowadays.
should go talk to some of these Black Panthers about Huey P. Newton. You might open your eyes. The thing I'm telling you is these groups destroyed themselves. Who killed Malcolm X? Members of the Nation of Islam killed
Nope.
Malcolm X.
No.
Here we go.
No.
Here we go.
No.
Okay.
Those same invisible forces
What color was they?
utilized niggas like you to backstab Malcolm. That's what they
Here
do.
we go.
The same leaders you talking down on already told you this. They will use your own to do their bidding so you never look at them, dumbass.
At the end of the day, a man make a decision for himself.
I agree.
I can't make nobody do shit that they don't want to do or they feel they could benefit from, therefore they do it.
Actually, you
A
can.
black man pulled the trigger on Malcolm X. I'll give you a prime example. When Elijah Muhammad basically turned on Malcolm X, Elijah Muhammad's own son took Malcolm X's side against his own father. And Malcolm told him, a son should not go against his father. Go back to your father, man. That man was making a choice. He said, look, my father may not like you, but I believe in what you're doing, so I'm on your side. Every man makes a choice. I don't want to hear this shit where black people blaming the white man, the secret invisible forces. No, it was niggas who felt like they could benefit from this person being killed.
I never
Just
said
like-
the white man.
Just like Martin Luther
I
King.
never said the
Just-
white man.
just
Speak
like-
specifically on what I
Just
said.
like Martin Luther King. I said invisible forces. Just like Martin Luther
Because
King.
if you say their names, you get banned on YouTube,
Just
so
like-
I can't say
Okay,
it.
just like
But if you get my drift, you know you know.
I said invisible forces. Here's the thing. Just like Martin Luther King, like Jesse Jackson went and put Martin Luther King, after Martin Luther King got shot, Jesse Jackson go put Martin Luther King blood all over him. Then go to a damn hotel lobby talking about they shot Martin Luther King, trying to make theatrics. And guess what? All the dudes who are around Martin Luther King, the Al Sharptons, the Jesse Jacksons, all these people, notice how famous they got after Martin Luther King died. It's niggas sabotaging niggas and using the white man as a scapegoat for it. Every black movement that failed, there was a Negro at the root of it failing.
We been said all that.
Exactly.
We been
No, you
said all
just
that.
said that the white man's- You
but it
making
does not
points we
matter.
made 30
But
episodes
like you
ago.
said, you said they did it for an offering. If they did it for an offering, then the people that came and offered them that, if they didn't never do that, they probably would have never had a reason to turn on them. If that's the case, it's no different. They still use the same shit today with gangs. When two people catch a case and they offer both of them niggas 20 years, but I'm going to give you 2 and some fucking probation to sell out your partner, what the fuck you think most of these niggas going to do?
Man,
They gonna turn on your ass. I don't give a damn. And if you supposed to be from the same tribe or same movement, these niggas is doing the same shit.
just like one nigga say, fuck it, man, I just take the blame for this shit. Y'all niggas just go live a good life. There's niggas who do shit like that.
Yeah, I'm one of them.
Right. Here's the thing. Every man has a choice. Every man has a choice. You can't no group of niggas go get a white boy and be like, sabotage this white group. You know
If you
what's
got
gonna
the
happen?
bag right.
Look, but guess what? Do you notice that
We don't care to do that shit because they ain't no fucking threat.
Then
we a
ain't-
threat,
so,
nigga.
So who's responsible for us
This
not
is
having
the
this
part.
shit?
This the part you missed, bro. Every man has a choice.
Exactly.
Depending on the amount of information they have. So I can give you a choice But the choice that you make either way is the one I really want you to make because I'm keeping certain info from you that if you had this information, you would make neither choice. But to you, these are the only choices. That's what goes on with these invisible forces that you don't realize. Like, you don't study programming, so you don't know any of that. So you saying you can't make a person do things? Yes, the fuck you can. Have you ever looked up MK Ultra? I could snap a finger and make your ass go do some crazy shit, snap my finger again, and you forgot you did it. Oswald.
That takes a lot of work.
They can give you a fucking, you know what? I can't say that. I can't say that because it's gonna be medical misinformation. But you can be given schizophrenia, bipolarness. You can be given that, not born with it.
Okay.
So was that your choice?
Listen, the whole thing
was that your choice?
Goofball.
I don't have
you don't study like you think you do.
Listen, man, all I'm telling you.
You don't study like you think you do.
Everything.
You're key example of program.
Everything is
got you right where they want you, nigga. You're not gonna resist shit.
I'm the person that's programmed. I'm not the grown man who just sat here talking about an African got more opportunities than me and he got special treatment and stuff like that. You said that. I love that this is recorded. This is a cop-out. Black America is making the choice as to what they want to do. Nigerians and stuff get over here, they focused on school, STEM, engineering, becoming doctors, lawyers, all that. When a Black American go to college and say, his mama say, baby, what you want to major in? Mama, I want to major in sociology, the easiest shit to major in.
This nigga crazy.
This is what, man, trust me. Go look at what Black people majoring in, sociology. Go to a Nigerian. What you gonna be? My dad said I got 3 choices: engineer, lawyer, or doctor.
Fact check.
Go look it up. A Nigerian say, I got 3 choices: engineer, lawyer, or doctor. Then when they become doctors and surgeons, we say, they got special treatment. No, they're just making better choices because when they get over here, they appreciate the opportunities that they got. That ain't got nothing to do with special treatment. It's more wealthy, rich Black Americans and Nigerians in America.
The top majors for African Americans are law and public policy, health and medical administration, human services, and community organization.
Human services. That's
sociology.
That's sociology.
I know, but that was at the bottom.
But I'm saying that was the third highest.
Right. That was at the bottom of the. But you said that was it. No, actually, it's law and policy, then health.
Law, policy.
Then that.
Look, law, policy, health.
Right.
If
but you tried to make it seem like it was just that. No,
like
it wasn't.
Niggas just too stupid to do law and other shit. Niggas ain't gonna make the choice. They don't want to be law and all that. They gonna say sociology.
When they come to lawyers and doctors, yes, nigga, lawyers and doctors.
No, it don't.
Exactly, goofball.
Listen,
I'm already on your cap, nigga.
Do you realize that when you say Black people, that's lumping every Black group in America up?
African Americans.
All those are African Americans. That's all. When an African come to America, what do he become? An African American, fool.
No.
They don't got no
box. They're tethers according to you.
No, according to you and your FBA tribe. Listen,
according to you, they tethered.
There's no box that says Nigerian American.
But it might say other, or it might say more biracial. It might say a lot of different other shit.
That motherfucker say Black or African American.
Nah, you got others, you got biracial, all type of other shit.
Ain't no Black person checking others.
This was the whole point.
I stopped putting Black on my shit. They ain't calling me for no jobs.
Bitch, you gotta get other. This was the whole point.
I'm FBA, madam.
This was the whole point.
When you see FBA on a job application, that's when that should be
This was the whole point of the debate. The one thing I like about the FBAs is they standing on business about Black people's history and what we created and being exclusive with our culture. Because by not being exclusive, we've been pillaged, we've been raped, we've been finessed, and niggas is tired of it. So they are one group who like, you know what? We got to figure out a way to be exclusive with this shit the way they're exclusive with they shit, the way the Jews are exclusive with they shit, the way the Indians are exclusive with they shit, the way the Europeans are exclusive with they shit. We need to be exclusive with our shit so we can catch up. Now, whether you agree with their tactics, whether they're too extreme, that's a conversation to be had.
You're 100% wrong about what FBA is doing because FBA is not being exclusive with anything. What FBA is doing is trying to shit on other Black people, thinking it's going to ingratiate them to white people. If you went to the opening of their fucking fake museum in LA and you saw who was in there, it was a bunch of white Jewish people sitting up in the thing at the tables.
Duh.
You think
No, wait.
You think your views could be distorted after having them beefs online?
Bro, listen.
Oh, hold on. Get into it.
Man, can you let me just say what I
Get into it. Answer his
I'm
question.
talking about a fact. When they did the grand opening of the FBA Hidden History Museum,
Were you there?
it was Tarique was live streaming it all.
No.
Here we go.
Was you there?
Here we go.
Because I heard you
We
didn't
gonna
show
go
up.
the female tactic. Was you there? Was you there?
I just asked
you.
you.
Couldn't have seen it on the live video the nigga had of the whole damn event.
Live
Was you
video
there?
is different than
was
being there.
All right, bro. I'm not having no feminine conversation.
You're the only one being feminine.
No,
You're the
are.
only one
You
acting
are.
like a female.
I stated a fact. You didn't say, oh, there was Jewish people. You said, were you there? That's what my wife does.
I don't give a fuck what your wife does,
That's
nigga.
what you're
I asked
doing.
the question, nigga. Were you there?
Were
said-
you there?
No, I didn't bring
Did
it
you
up.
even know what FBA was a couple of months ago?
I knew
No.
exactly what it was.
You're wrong about...
This is the thing. You brought up an event. You
I'm
brought
not
up an
gonna
event
lose-
that you
listen,
watched
man,
from the internet.
At the end of the
you
day,
weren't there, nigga.
At the end
Tarique
of the day,
said,
we
pull
just
up.
won't never
I'ma
get
beat
to
your
talk because I'm
motherfucking
not
ass,
gonna...
and you didn't pull up,
Now
nigga.
we're gonna go to the next shit. Now we're gonna go to the gaslighting because you're wrong.
I didn't
This is
gaslight.
all you have. This is all you have. Tarique said he was gonna beat my ass. You know that never happened. No nigga.
I know it didn't
you
happen.
nor that nigga could ever beat my ass. Let's get that on the record. So
We could get the gloves and that'll
listen,
happen.
you'll get your ass
You'll
knocked out.
beat me
You'll
in
get your ass
jiu-jitsu
knocked
in the
out.
gloves.
We
You
can
can't
fight
fuck with
right
me.
on this
You
camera
can't fuck with
today.
me.
Now
Get the
you
gloves.
get your ass worked out.
That's
period.
all cap.
We letting that be
That's
stated
all
right
cap.
now. Anyway,
I done already
since you
said
wanna
this
talk about niggas
1,000
whooping
times.
niggas' ass.
Yes,
anyway,
nigga, I'm talking about it. I'm
Tarique
talking about
can't
me
whoop my ass.
specifically.
You can't
You
whoop my
can't
ass
whoop me, nigga.
anytime, any place,
You
nigga.
can't whoop me.
Anytime, any place.
So you doing it?
any
Put
nigga
some
you
money
wanna
up.
bring.
But you doing the
Okay,
same
put
thing.
some money
Making
up.
my
But
point.
you gotta
He's
talk
interrupting-
Y'all just went off of
Bro,
nothing, cuz.
no, he interrupted my point.
All right,
and
just
then
go
start
back.
talking-
Just
No.
go back to do what you doing.
I
Y'all
can't do it. He
you
keeps
going back and
interrupting
forth.
me.
It ain't just y'all bullshit,
bro. Dude, you interrupted my point to start with. Was you there? Then that went from Tarique said he was gonna whoop your ass. I'm not no bitch, dog. Like
I don't care.
them
I
niggas
didn't
that
say
you
you
might hang
was.
with maybe some bitches, but that's not
You
no
ain't hang with no bitches.
I
Nigga,
don't
know
give
you
a-
ain't no bitch,
Listen,
Brandon. Why you
if you
taking
was
that
a
shit
bitch-
personal?
If you was a bitch, you wouldn't have been on the
The
couch.
nigga- don't talk about no nigga whooping my ass, dog. Straight up.
That's what he said to you.
He never said that.
Yes, he did.
Show
I
me.
saw the tape.
Prove it.
I saw
Prove
it. He said, nigga, pull
The
up.
bitch
I'll
ass
be
nigga
here.
has security guards.
I didn't say he
the
didn't.
bitch ass nigga has security
Okay,
guards.
but I didn't
Did
say
I
he
have
didn't.
security guards? No.
I
period.
didn't say he didn't. Didn't he say
The
pull up?
nigga had security.
Hold on.
The
Answer the
nigga
question.
had bodyguards.
That's cool. Didn't he say pull
Messiah,
up?
if a nigga got bodyguards, how a nigga gonna tell a nigga, I'll whoop your
I
ass?
know, you
He
shouldn't be
said
that
we
trigger,
went
you
to
know.
court.
Hold on.
We
He
was
said
2
pull up,
feet.
right?
We was 2 feet.
Oh, I do remember that video.
We was 2 feet.
No,
The
I
nigga
seen
had
that.
Mexican bodyguards.
I saw that, but you
Some
was at
niggas
court.
you gonna hang
Ain't no
out
nigga
with.
doing this
Some
shit at court.
Mexicans. Hey,
Man, what the fuck are you talking
what
about,
nigga show up
weirdo?
to court with bodyguards, my nigga? I didn't show up with no bodyguards, but I'm scared.
We're not talking about court. When at his opening, he said, pull up.
Why would I show up to the opening of a fake museum?
Okay, that's
And you
the
had to buy
point.
tickets to it. I'm not buying
Okay,
shit to go up in there.
the point I'm making is you was online trolling the man for months.
I didn't troll shit.
The man said, pull up. I'm having an opening. This the address. Pull up. To me, that mean come box, nigga. Because you been trolling me. Come see me in person.
A nigga
You
who got
didn't pull up.
bodyguards. Listen, a nigga who got bodyguards
I don't give a
telling
fuck.
you to show up to his grand opening of his museum. There was security all at the damn.
If I'm
event.
trolling a nigga for months and a nigga's in my city and he say, hey, I'm opening this museum. Pull up. I'ma be there. And he went live. What do that mean? Any street nigga know that.
If you believe that a nigga with bodyguards is about to fight a nigga at the grand opening of his event that niggas didn't pay for, where he got people like Vivica Fox showing up, white Jewish niggas showing up, his fucking white Romanian publicist who's a white lady, his Asian lawyer showing up, you're an idiot. That nigga don't fuck with you niggas. You niggas are his bitches that think that he's
Hold on,
identifying with
specify
y'all.
you niggas, because ain't no bitches
Any
here.
nigga claiming FBA is just
Okay,
a bitch
specify that
for
then.
Tarique. Just like that bitch ass nigga who was on my show. Oh, why are you talking to Tarique? You're just his groupie. That's it. And everyone already knows that. Those niggas are low IQ niggas who can't think for themselves, who anything Tarique say, bro, I didn't talk with these niggas. There's niggas who was like, man, you don't understand. Tarique knows so many celebrities and he lives in Hollywood. They call it, these people don't know. They think being in Hollywood is something special because what we don't want to accept, there's a large segment of black people who are low IQ, who do not watch the news. They don't read books. They don't do nothing. And when they hear somebody who say something that makes them feel special, they rally around that. And then they go attack people on the internet over that. That is why when they caused Tarique to lose his job, well, Tarique wanted to be on the Revolt Summit as a host. He ended up losing that job because they found out he was associated with a hate group, FBA. When he lost the opportunity to get that job, that nigga Tarique went on Twitter and started doxing all these niggas of FBA, putting their address on the thing, their full government name, all that on Twitter. This is facts. This all happened. He doesn't even, FBA is like Tarique's dirty secret. I don't really fuck with them niggas. That's why he keeps saying, I'm not the leader of it. I'm not the leader of it. How do you start something? Give it a name. Tell the people, come follow me. When he took them out of the ADOS movement. Then when it's no longer beneficial for you because you want to get under the white man's nuts, you say, I'm not the leader of that movement. I don't even know who those people are. It's bullshit. And to say it's a lineage, just pure lies because it includes white people. Like Tarique's white mother-in-law who lives in his fucking house while he trying to clown other white people. It doesn't make sense. Like, if you have children who are half white, how do you say you're going to go against the white man? How? It doesn't make sense. If your mother-in-law was doing scams in fucking Haiti, trying to kidnap Haitian kids off the island, how do you not speak against that since you're against white supremacy? He's a liar, and the people follow them. They are liars. You guys don't know what's going on with the nigga. The nigga is just a fraud. He's a con artist. That's it.
This the thing. You arguing two different things. You just went on a whole tangent on Tarique Nasheed. We were talking about the group itself.
She said he was going to whoop my ass. Never happened.
He did, nigga.
No, he didn't.
He did, nigga.
No, when? Show me the video.
He told you to pull up.
No, he did not. He did not.
The nigga said pull up,
he
bro.
He never told me to pull up.
And I know that because the niggas was in your comments like, hey, why you didn't pull up?
Show the video.
Tarique was up there.
Show the proof.
Tarique was up there.
Show the proof.
Come on, man. I'm not finna go through all. You know I'm not capping, nigga.
No,
nigga said pull up, bro.
Then pull the video up.
He said pull up.
Pull the video up and attach it to this video when you post it.
Did he not? Okay,
he never said that. He never told me.
Come on, bro.
A nigga named.
Why you didn't pull up then?
A nigga named.
Why didn't you pull up?
Why would I pull up when a nigga tried to get a restraining order put on me? I got court documents of a nigga going to court, trying to get. We went to court. I sat in court with Tarique. Why Tarique lied?
Of course, because you sued the nigga.
No, he sued me. He tried to put a restraining order on me. And he told the judge, this nigga said he gonna kill my family, all this type of stuff. Tarique tried to put a restraining order on me, and the judge threw it out. And he tried to get a temporary restraining order to put on me. I got served by the sheriff.
What was the original point, like, that we were supposed to be getting at?
That's what I'm saying. His hate for Tarique.
No.
Drove him off the deep end.
A dude telling you that you were scared to pull up on a nigga who went and tried to put a restraining order on you.
Yeah, now before that though, I remember you talked about that before, but it was something beforehand you was trying to answer or whatever.
I was talking about FBA and he started getting mad.
I didn't get mad. You got mad in your feelings like a female.
When I started talking about FBA,
emotional.
No.
Look at him, emotional.
When I started talking about FBA being an online hate group, he started talking about you're mad because Tarique said he will beat your ass and all this stuff. At the end of the day,
that's not what I said.
At the end of the day, I don't play like
that.
I
said I don't care if you don't play. We not playing. We're talking.
If a nigga,
I know what
only
I seen.
a bitch talk about what another nigga gonna do.
I know what I seen.
Only a bitch talk about what another nigga gonna do.
Okay, so you must be a bitch because all you do is talk about what other niggas do.
Messiah, if I ain't gonna beat your ass, I ain't gonna talk about what the next nigga said he gonna do. If I'm gonna,
we're talking about the man. Listen, so I'm gonna talk about what he said.
Point blank, period.
Fuck are you talking about?
The nigga never said it.
Only a
you
bitch
don't got
talks
no
about a man
videos
for 6 months straight.
You ain't got
on a podcast.
Well, then you need to stop talking about Adam
fuck
22.
What are you talking about?
But then you need to stop talking about Adam.
You ain't even heard me talk about Adam.
Anyway, we got the footage. But anyway, we were talking about FBA. It became about Tarique whooping my ass, and I said the factual truth. You nor Tarique can whip my ass.
That ain't no factual truth.
100% fact.
Jiu-jitsu, you a black belt, you be doing black belt.
Any nigga who wants to test it can test that. I'm not no beat around the bush nigga. Any nigga that could think they could whoop my ass anytime, nigga. Any hood, any set, it don't matter. 2 of you niggas, 3 of you niggas, it don't matter, bro. Because You're not whooping my ass straight up.
Every man supposed to feel like that.
Anyway,
so what?
I don't give a fuck what a nigga feel
Every
like.
man
I'm
supposed
telling
to
you
feel
what
like
I'm
that.
saying
So
for
what?
a fact.
Are we
I'm
saying the
what
same thing?
I'm saying for a fact.
We saying the same thing. So what?
We could talk about FBA or we could talk about who gonna whoop who ass.
The same
Make
thing.
a decision
so what?
on that.
We saying the same thing. So what?
No, we're not.
We saying the same thing.
Anyway,
so
FBA
what?
is a hate group. Tarique started the group putting batteries in niggas' backs. When the black nigga who's FBA when the black nigga who's mixed with Asian tried to run up on the stage with Dave Chappelle, and people asked Tarique like, well, he's part black. Isn't he FBA? He's part African American. Nah, he ain't FBA. It's simply arbitrary based on who Tarique likes and who he doesn't like.
We're not talking about Tarique, though. We're talking about the movement. I don't care about Tarique.
When you continuously say that it's lineage-based, it's not based on any lineage. It is based on who Tarique determines to be FBA or not. That is a fact that everyone, including people in FBA, understand. The whole movement was about reparations. And when Tarique couldn't deliver them reparations, he started making money off of them, profiteering off of them. He started saying, well, you know what? They trying to steal our history. And we gotta we gotta defend our history to get reparations. So y'all send me $1 million so I can make a documentary and then sell it back to y'all. That's what he did. It is a con, it's a hustle. I get these people over here about reparations. I never fight for reparations.
How did you start beefing with him?
Because I was talking about reparations. And then he attacked me on his stream. And then I started going back at him. Then we started beefing because he said that there was some racist who were doing vandalism at the Hidden History Museum location. So people from another state who wanted to send him money to help with that museum, they said, hey, bro, can you look into that situation? Because he's making up claims of race-related vandalism to get money from people. They vandalized my building. Now I need y'all to send me money to repair it and all that. So people who want to send the money, they asked me to go investigate it.
So is your problem with Tarique?
Let me finish. I went up to the building. Tarique lied.
Okay, cool. We get it. He lied. He put a restraining order on that.
He got mad. He got mad.
But we don't want to discuss y'all personal beef.
This ain't personal.
Is his beef with you skewing your vision of the whole group?
I already beat the nigga in court.
We already acknowledging that.
The only point I'm arguing is,
do they have any good points at all?
FBA, this is my point. FBA is not a lineage-based group. So when people try to lump all African Americans into that, then you have to prove what you're saying. If you say FBA is determined by your lineage, I share your lineage. I share Masai's lineage. I share Tarique's lineage. So you would be including me. And me, knowing that it's not based on that, I have to speak up because I can't let my group be represented by that.
This is the thing, though. Just about as much as they can prove their lineage, you can prove that we all came off a boat from Africa. Because everybody don't believe that. And there's no proof that we did.
But Tarique believes that.
There's no proof that we did, though.
Okay. Well,
so how can you prove who is a direct descendant of a slave and who's not? You can't.
There's proof that we came off of slave ships. There's actually people who were in Africa who got brought to America on slave ships who were interviewed with video cameras and freaking they talked to them, all that. Do you know who Cujo Lewis is?
There's also proof that there were people already here.
That's fine.
That look like us.
That's totally fine.
That didn't come off a slave ship.
That's totally fine. But
so that means everybody wouldn't be a descendant of a slave.
They have records of this stuff.
That's cool. Who is they? Who is they?
The government, the census.
Oh, okay. The government?
Where they had you mark, like where you, like what's your
when the last time you took a census?
I do my census.
I never took one in my fucking life.
Well, that's you.
So they don't have no census on
What
me.
I'm telling you is...
So that's not accurate. How can you find your lineage? What I'm asking.
You just read that FBA believe they are the descendants of slaves who were brought here from Africa. You just read that.
I'm not.
His whole question
that.
was, do they got any good policies within they movement?
Exactly. They have no policies. They have no policies.
So what do they stand for? What are they doing?
They were supposed to be about fighting for reparations, but that never happened. It never materialized. They became an online hate group.
Okay, but when you get a group, it started with reparations. But I've heard people who align with the group have other things that they say they're going for.
Like
so
what?
Just be like I just said, being exclusive with black culture, whether it be hip hop, whether it be anything we created or whatever falls under that umbrella to them that they're naming. They want to protect that the same way the other races protect their shit and are exclusive with their shit. And I said, damn, I agree with that. Do I agree with everything that they do? Fuck no. A lot of them niggas is nuts. But that does sound like a good idea to me. And anybody that's black here is a fucking idiot that don't agree with that to me.
Listen, that's fine if they want to defend hip-hop.
I'll let Messiah jump in when he want to.
Listen, that's fine if they want to defend hip-hop, but just
Do you agree with that, though?
About hip-hop?
No, fuck. Anything that came from us that we are trying to take ownership of, whether we sold it, whether it got stolen and we trying to get it back, whatever it is that falls under the umbrella, do you believe we should have ownership of that and be exclusive with it?
I believe that anything we that came from us, we should be exclusive with it. But I believe also that all that shit that's going down in Africa came from us too, because we Africans. I take credit for everything. If a nigga in Africa invents something in the middle of Africa, I'm taking credit for that. I'm an African American. My ancestors are the same as theirs. So I'm more holistic. Any black person can take credit for everything black people did. I don't care if it's inventing the wheel or whatever. Someone who shares our DNA created that. Just like white folks. They don't sit up and be like, Nikolai Tesla was a Russian, but I'm Irish, so white people didn't invent the light bulb. Gerald Ford is this, and I'm this, so white people didn't invent the car. Nigga, they just say, look, the white man invented the car, nigga. The white man created America. They don't divide it up. They just say that's what the white man did. I'm the same way. This is what the black man did. X, Y, Z. Egyptians was conquering shit. That's black folks. Shaka Zulu was conquering shit.
We saying the same thing.
Yeah, but that's why I hate even going there when we be talking about Nigerians and all this other shit. Because like I say, it does not matter. When you get walked up out here and they see your skin color look like mine, they're going to look at you the same fucking way. So all that shit, your accent different, they don't give a fuck about that shit.
They don't care.
But to go back to your question, yes, we should take everything back. But I don't agree about making it exclusive because all they're going to do is try to reinvent it and make it another way. We take our shit back and sell it to their ass if they want it and then make money off of it. Other than that, anything else is just going to be trying to cage something just going to be reinvented or found or somebody going to sell it anyway.
Well, what I mean by exclusive is the ownership part.
Oh, yeah, no, ownership.
Make it available to everybody because money's green. I'm not saying this is black and no other race can part. No, that's stupid. That's not how the world works, bro. It's a melting pot. But the things that they created in their culture, it's exclusively owned by them. We don't own none of it. It
just, at this point, we got to learn to anything, especially in the future, to exclusively own everything, but not to the point where you feel like you're trying to prove it so much to other people that you owning something. I think that's where the mindset get a lot of times. Do shit, then you want to prove to everybody else. And then go back to that, how to sell to a Negro. You go pay the highest shit just to say, oh, I can't wait till somebody else see this. I can't wait till they see I did this. Like, so I think the mindset still goes back to being fucked up and not really wanting to just be rich or be ownership or something. It's all about not even for self-fulfilling. It be for other people.
It's just like Cicero said. A slave does not desire freedom, but desires to have a slave to call his own. If black people talking about taking ownership of stuff, I'm 100% for that. They're not talking about that. They're talking about beating up and punching down on other black groups. That's what they do with 99% of their time. If you say, let's get together as a collective and get these white niggas off our back. Let's go buy the masters to these rappers master. We can get collective as a group and go buy, the rappers who be like, oh, this studio own my masters. This studio own my masters. Why don't we get collective, all put $5 in the pot and go buy those masters? Now we own them as a group. They're not doing that. They're saying, oh, look at you musty-ass Nigerian. Look at you stinky-ass Haitian. You dirty-ass Jamaican. None of their smoke is directed at any other groups except our own.
I know, but we've pointed that out plenty of times. I disagree with that. I don't even like the term tether. It's divide and conquer. What the fuck is a tether?
Tether is
I know what it is, but I'm just saying,
it's a very racist term.
It? Because if you're black, nigga, you black. To the ones who hate black, you black. It don't matter what your accent is, what region you come from, you're black. So for black to be going against black, it don't make no fucking sense to me. So that's why I don't even like the term.
Well, that's all they're focused on.
The FBA, that's what we're pointing out.
But even though y'all know, like I know, a lot of that is an agenda that B's push because when you travel, you get embraced. Well, at least I get embraced. Yeah, everywhere I go by not even just black people though, from every culture damn near. I'd be surprised when white people or other races come and just be like, hella nice to a nigga, you be like, damn, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, my antenna's going up. I'm like, this how niggas supposed to really be living normal like a fucking human. But it's a different ball game, and I think out here where we at, it's the divide and conquer still. It's still to a stronger point.
This is why we got to have these conversations, because everybody is basing what's going on in the world off what they're reading online. A lot of these accounts are troll accounts. They're not even real.
They're not real.
So a lot of these FBA accounts, they're not real. They're bots. A lot of the Tether accounts, they're not real. They're bots. A lot of the white supremacist accounts, they're not real. They're bots. But real people are seeing it and getting really agitated, and now they are growing real hate for real people based off what a bot said. So if we don't have real people get in front of a camera and put out the opposite end of the spectrum to what the bots are doing, you can't really fix shit. Because like Messiah said, when you travel, they show you love. It's more everywhere you go.
It's more diabolical than that, because you got certain people, I'm not going to say his name, they pay actors to come on their show and disparage African Americans to make those people gaslit and then go to the internet and going crazy.
Nah, say them niggas' names.
Well, Tarique does that, so you know what I'm saying? But Tarique, no, he does that, bro. Like,
no,
bro, I already exposed all this shit. That's why
hold on, Tarique.
He paying actors.
Listen, Tarique. We gonna fix this, cuz.
Yo, shit about to get flooded with FBA crazy.
You already told cuz to come pull up. In the streets, fuck the streets, to men, that's a call out for a fade. Come run his fade. That's how we gonna end all this.
He can't, bro.
Period. Listen, come run his fade, because you got me finna run his fade for you. You got me finna run his fade for you. So before I get the back fade, run your fade, because all of this is over you. So tap in. I'ma DM you myself. If y'all don't want to run a fade, he can sit there. You can sit here. I'll referee. Y'all can hash it out verbally, and maybe we can meet in the middle. Because right now it's two black men beefing over some dumb shit. Y'all
Our lawyers already tried this.
Y'all beefing over reparations that y'all know them people not giving y'all. They're not giving it to y'all. So instead of fighting over some imaginary shit that you ain't never gonna get unless you take, how about we build? Because that's how men operate. The mafia could want to kill each other and sit at the same table and talk. And if it's good for business, guess what? You're gonna live today.
Hey, you about to have an interesting week, because just you saying that, his cold is about to go crazy on you. But look, Tarique got this whole knee issue. His leg is like real fucked up bad.
Okay,
we
so
can't find
We spend
nobody.
too much energy on that nigga.
Okay, look, we gonna change topic. Okay, look. I keep saying, y'all gonna run a fade.
There's no
Listen, all that jiu-jitsu shit is out the door, cuz. We doing this hood style, niggas. Hands only. Don't be trying to
Strictly
grapple
from the shoulders,
and put your 300-pound... No, nigga. Strictly from the shoulders. That's it.
strictly from the kneecaps.
So, Tarique, he not gonna use the jiu-jitsu on you. If he do, we gonna pack him out. So, let's get to that.
No, Jay, just don't let him get, just don't get on the ground.
That's it.
all y'all in Tarique security. But yeah. That's been tried. But no, we don't need to waste no more time on it. But honestly, Fat Joe was right. It is an online hate group. Do I wish FBA would be better and actually start working towards things that benefit black people? Yes, but at this time, it seems like they just care about harassing other black people on the internet.
Fat Joe was right, but he was wrong. He was right about some of them niggas is crazy and they are being divisive. He was wrong about the racist part. Black people can be prejudiced. There's no way for us to be racist. We don't have any institutions to utilize racism. We can't stop no one from getting jobs. We can't stop anyone from getting loans. We can't redline any districts, so you can't move here and you gotta live here. We don't control the water supply. We don't control the food supply. We don't control the gas, the oil. We don't control any major infrastructure to be able to be racist. So no, when we say we can't be racist, we can't. We don't have any power to utilize racism. Now, we can say, hey, I don't like you because you this, and be prejudiced. Absolutely. Everybody's
xenophobic. When you're doing it against people who look like you, it's not even racism. It's
that's
xenophobia.
Self-hate. That's self-hate,
xenophobia.
That's stupidity.
You're not from where I'm from. We share the same damn bloodline, damn near identical. But I hate you because you from this island.
But you know
and I'm
why?
From this part.
Because we don't have any power to do it to anyone else. So we pick on the ones, I could do it to him.
The low-hanging fruit.
Exactly. And I'm calling out the people who do that because that's bitch shit. No, nigga. Go at the motherfuckers who going at you.
It's like if you go to county jail, everybody kind of pick on the white boys because it ain't that many of them. And they really can't do shit to you unless they link up with the Mexicans. It's the same thing. That's just low-hanging fruit. So everybody they're trying to punch down on them.
The Woods finna come getting your ass, boy.
Shit, not in no LA County. It ain't enough.
Niggas ain't picking on no white boys. Niggas is running phase with niggas in the county, for sure.
Man, xenophobia at its best.
Nah, but it is a lot of self-hate. But Tarique, holla at me. We gonna get to the bottom of this, because I've been following it by force.
Y'all got the same haircut.
I've been following it by force, nigga. Take that hat off, nigga. How about that? You worried about a haircut? We finna put you on a diet, nigga.
I'm already on a diet, thank you.
Nah, you want to try it, nigga. You trying everything in sight. You see it, you try it.
You setting up fighting boxing match between me and Tarique. I gotta lose some weight now.
I'm just saying, though. I think Tarique could beat your ass.
Tarique is 60 years old. He ain't beating shit.
I think from the shoulders, Tarique might beat your ass. Cuz got the reach on you.
Right. Nigga gonna,
I'm just saying, he got
gonna swing and his hair unit gonna fall.
We got the
what?
The fire shit. The motherfucking train situation.
Oh, damn.
We gotta talk about that.
We've been in here arguing for an hour and a half.
Yeah, y'all niggas got emotional as fuck.
Nah, don't say y'all niggas. This fat ass nigga.
Emotion ain't got shit to do with it.
Man can whoop my ass.
No, I take that personal.
I don't give a fuck about that. An immigrant, supposedly, right? This guy, I forget where he's from, El Salvador or somewhere, allegedly got deported, came back to New York, snuck back in the country. He was on the subway and allegedly set this woman on fire randomly. And everybody sat back, pulled their phones out, recorded. No one helped. I mean, I don't know what type of help.
I don't know what you gonna do with somebody on fire.
That was my point. I see the comments.
Sense.
No one's helping. I mean, what do you want people to do? Because stop, drop, and roll.
Unless
that's about
they had
all
a
you
fire
can do.
extinguisher.
I never seen a fire extinguisher on the subway.
Exactly.
I've been on the subway
that's
a lot.
And I'm just giving the benefit of the
right.
doubt.
So it's really nothing people could do. But the more and more I watch this video,
no, but they said Cuz sat there watching too. Didn't
he did. He sat there, and the police was running back and forth by him and the woman on fire. And he got back on the subway and got arrested on the subway. But the more and more I watch this, the faker and faker it start to look. Ooh. I've seen a lot of videos of people setting themselves on fire and how they react when that fire hit their body. I've seen a lot of people.
You remember was a kid that dude set himself on fire running down the street?
Yeah. But I'm saying,
he didn't even set himself. He was just on fire.
I've seen a lot of videos of people being set on fire, and you see how they react.
Right.
I watched this video. I don't want to say it's CGI because people was there or AI, but it looked like a dummy almost. Like she didn't move at all.
It did. Yeah,
it looked like a dummy. If you look real zoom in on the body, it looked like a dummy. So do y'all believe this shit really went on, or is this another propaganda thing to fight the immigration thing?
If it really went on, it's fucked up what happened, but I understand people gotta get their awareness up and stop just falling asleep on these damn trains. And they gonna say, "Oh nah, yeah." And the nigga, anybody could be psycho. It could be anything. But I be feeling like nowadays they got so much shit going on. These be experiments, and this shit could sound crazy, like a motherfucking conspiracy theorist. But like you said, it could be fake. They got so much stuff that they creating where they could put something on there. Both of them motherfuckers could have been NPCs and put a chip in them and just did this and made. We'll never know what's real and what ain't at this point. But we'll see how it play out to really understand, like. For them not to move, I don't give a fuck. They gonna say you was in shock. No, nigga, in shock, you still gonna move or do something. You're not gonna just go stiff as a motherfucking doorknob and just burn.
And the reason I say that is because there was an interview that came out on Twitter with the Mossad or the whole Israel shit, how they saying they really controlling the US and all of that. I guess they interviewed one of the guys and he was basically giving out all the details. Like, yeah, we control the world. Everything that y'all believe, the world that y'all in, we create the scenarios like a game. Like, we basically, our tentacles are everywhere. So when I seen that and then I seen this and then they tied it with the immigration thing, like, oh, he got deported and snuck back. I said, this shit
they say he got deported. I think they let him back or something, like, or let him out. Like, I don't even think he ever had to sneak back. Like,
yeah, or he came back.
Yeah.
But what you think about it?
Well, I think it was real. I think it's just one of many crimes that have been committed by the illegal criminal alien migrants that Joe Biden allowed into this country. Donald Trump warned us that they were releasing people from their prisons and their mental institutions. And when you see the heinous crimes being committed, they are crimes that it would take somebody with a mental illness to commit. Setting somebody on fire, graping some little girl and hanging her body up on the side of a brick. Crazy stuff they're doing. I believe that the woman was in shock. I believe that when she actually got, like, realized, like, she stood up. And there's many videos you see where people get set on fire and they just stand there because a lot of people don't really know what to do. You're engulfed in flames. You're feeling pain. Your body freezes up just like an animal. If you've seen a dog, you beat it or do something to it, shoot a deer. Sometimes they'll just start walking in a circle or just like, frozen. At the end of the day, there were people with cameras there recording it. And my whole point about the situation is we demonized Daniel Penny for intervening when he saw something happening that could have escalated to violence. But then when people stand around and do nothing, we're like, why didn't they do something? Now, people say there's nothing you could do. Go on the internet. There's people get set on fire. People run up to them, knock them on the ground, take off their jacket, hitting them with their jacket to muffle the flames, stop, drop, and roll. A lot of people don't know about stop, drop, and roll. Or in the moment, their mind's not thinking, dang, I need to stop and drop to the ground and roll around. They just stood there like, oh, yeah, sorry to the family. That's what the idiot kept saying who was recording it. Sorry to the family.
He was looking for a war star moment.
Yeah,
That was crazy.
He wanted a war star moment. And that's what we've become as Americans. We defend criminals. We demonize vigilantes or people who step up to do something about it. But then when nobody steps up and does anything about it, we demonize them. It's like you can't have it both ways. What do you want? Do you want a safer society? Or do you want a society where criminals run rampant and do whatever the hell they want to do? Because that guy should get the death penalty, if you ask me. We can't be having this criminal element in our country, and I don't care if it is an American citizen. You do some crazy-ass shit like that, your bloodline needs to get cut off. You're done. Lethal injection, whatever. But this is all Joe Biden's fault, Kamala Harris' fault specifically, and it's time for Americans to stand up and we need to take back our country and get this criminal element out. Deportation, period. He shouldn't even get a trial. He should either get the death penalty or get deported.
What you've seen was called the bystander effect, where everyone is looking and doing nothing because in the back of their mind, they believe someone else is going to be the one to do something.
Maybe.
And everybody that's watching has that same thought, so no one does nothing. So we got to get out of that mindset, and people do have to take action.
But most people freeze in situations.
Yeah.
Most people ain't even equipped to even take action.
That's true, too.
So it's like, I don't expect them to do nothing. Stop falling asleep on these damn trains and shit. All this other shit. And then people watching, like, I know, but I know, because they're going to be like, oh, why you blaming the person that it happened to? I'm not necessarily doing that. I'm saying even in general, and then you got a psycho on there, whatever he doing, probably walking on the train. You had to pour some shit on this person. And like you said, they must have watched that whole time. Like, I'm going to just watch you pour all this shit on them. Watch you set this motherfucker on fire. Like, people really out their mind, and that shit don't make no sense to me.
Do y'all believe that Daniel Penny is the reason no one did nothing? Where they seen what happened with that and they like,
yep,
I'm not going to trial. Fuck that.
Yep. Because even it's just
which one is Daniel Penny to do the
white guy who choked out the black guy?
That's not even that because it don't take all that. It take a few punches to get a nigga up off somebody. Then you got 30 people on the train. You ain't got to kill him. Even if you'd have just whooped him, then that would have been enough to stop the person from going through what they went through.
A guy called into my show on Pan-Africanism Strikes Back. Shameless plug. A guy from New York called into my show. He rides the subway all the time. He just was like, he doesn't feel safe to even ride the subway in New York. A black dude. Young dude, about 25. He said, I don't even feel safe. He said, man, I can't even tell you how many young girls I've prevented from getting raped on that train at night. Like, dudes got girls pinned down about to violate them, and another man, thank God, come in and say like, hey, what y'all doing, and break that shit up. He's talking about people getting attacked by homeless people on the train and stuff, to where people are literally terrified to get on the train. And then New York adds insult to injury, right? Because now they have a congestion tax where if you drive your car into the city, they want to charge you like $20 just to get into the city with your car. So they're forcing people into the train, which is unsafe. You got all this lazy ass new NYPD. Yes, NYPD, I'm calling you lazy and degenerate, because there's police officers there when you try to jump the turnstile. They all over your ass. But when people on the train damn near killing people, setting people on fire, they're nowhere to be found. And I've talked to many people from New York, even on my show, and they say the police down there looking at their phone, not paying attention to what's going on, not patrolling and being vigilant. They got the damn National Guard down there. The National Guard is in the New York subway system, and this stuff is still happening. This is either being done on purpose, this is being orchestrated. I don't know what their goal is here. I think what they're doing is they want to let crime get so crazy that people are so scared they're willing to relinquish their rights.
Martial law.
Maybe martial law, or to just say, like they did with the 94 crime bill. Crime had got so crazy, black folks was begging them to come in and do something, and then they put in all the draconian 3 strikes law and all that shit, which hurt black people and hurt minorities. Whatever it is, New York, your administration, your justice system over there, they're not protecting citizens. They're protecting criminals, and they're letting in more illegal criminal alien migrants, and they're not policing them. They're letting them do whatever. If you want to continue to be a victim, keep voting for these people. But if you're tired of this shit and you want your kids to be safe, because you know the people who actually pointed that guy out on another train were a bunch of high school kids. So can you imagine that there are high school kids on these trains while all this crazy shit is happening?
High school kids probably would have helped.
No, high school kids probably would have whooped him out.
Exactly. But you know what's even more crazy? It's like, because when we went to New York, I didn't see shit. I didn't see nobody on the train thing, really. Did you see anybody when we was up there?
But that's my... I'd have been in New York a few times.
I didn't see shit. Nah, not even nothing crazy, but like he was saying, like the police and shit. I didn't really see too much of that shit. I didn't see them. I didn't see none of that. And the train was trash. Like, to me, this ain't no shots, like, nothing against New York. I couldn't get used to that train shit. Like, I'm just like, nah, this ain't it, cuz. Like, a nigga want to ride the train, and I'm like, I'm cool. Like, we need to go back to the rental, go wherever the fuck we at, walk, nigga, I don't care. Like, but so it's just all these public places, but you don't have a security on a train. It's so much shit that happened on trains. Shit happened on trains everywhere. It could happen on trains out here. Niggas get they feet whooped the fuck out on trains, and it's damn near to the point where you getting whooped until they feel like stopping it at some point. Yeah, because at that point, if you can't defend yourself, ain't nobody finna save you. Everybody gonna watch. It's not finna be nothing nice for you. So if you go to a public store or a good government store, they're going to have all type of security. So why wouldn't you have that in New York with the crime rate on the trains anyway?
Yeah, this does seem orchestrated because, I don't know, just me being me, when I'm in public, I'm watching people already. So anybody get the moving funny, I'm like, hey, what's up with you? You good, bro? Like, how do you just watch a fucking person get up, pour some shit on another person, and just flick them on fire? Like, I don't see how that shit can happen, but people do be oblivious, everybody in their phone, so I take that back. I can't see how that happen. No one's aware of anything. But you can get up on damn near anybody in the street now. Like, just drive your car next time you drive in your car. People got their headphones on. Yeah. 90% of people are like this.
Looking down.
I done literally been behind people in a car, damn near finna run them over because they not paying attention. They looking down like this. People are not aware of their surroundings. They turned into fucking zombies and NPCs, and y'all better get y'all situational awareness up, or you're gonna see more shit like this happen.
But even it's crazy to me still though, like when I think about it, like how the whole body got engulfed like that. I guess I didn't see. He must have put it over the whole body and went crazy. Because I remember when I was a kid, we used to set each other on fire and shit. But a nigga automatically get up and react. That's why I said I don't see how you just sat there and just you sitting there like this.
But that's what made me think it was fake.
But the person could have been on drugs or anything. Somebody nigga could be high on fentanyl.
I knew niggas that was pissy dead drunk to where you slap them, they wouldn't wake up. We would set them on fire. That nigga jump up. Exactly. Nigga, you running and shit. So I'm like, damn, cuz, like, it's still not adding up to me. Like, I don't know, cuz. We gonna see when it play out.
There's been so many false flags, though, you don't know what the fucking believe.
But the thing is like this. There's a certain level of responsibility that rests on the citizen. If the citizens don't want to do shit, if the citizens just want to be bystanders, then you put it in the government's hands. And usually the government is heavy-handed. Now, the government like, well, y'all don't want no crime on the train? Now it becomes draconian. Now they patting niggas down. Now they back at stop and frisk. Now everybody is a suspect. Now you can't even move without the police all over you. That's what happens when citizens choose to do nothing. They want the government to do it. The government comes down. It's like killing an ant with a sledgehammer. We have to, as citizens, start taking some type of responsibility for what's going on in our community.
You can't ask citizens that though, because as soon as you do something, nigga, you're going to jail, nigga.
You're going to trial. You're going to trial.
Why
we going to jail?
Why should I have to go through all that if you know, and you can have a million witnesses out here that say, oh, this person saved this person's life. You still going to jail. You still gonna have to pay your way out. You still gonna have to get a lawyer, go through all that shit. So a nigga gonna be like, man, fuck that. I'm minding my business.
And I don't know them.
Yeah, exactly.
Then you get the risk of you getting unalive or whatever he finna do to her done to you. Most people are not confrontational. And just like, okay, let's say we do a Daniel Penny. We stop, bro. We not getting the love Daniel Penny got. We black in America. Niggas is going to jail.
Now, I agree what you saying, though. I'm going to let you go right quick. I agree they need to make something to where if it's justified in that point, that it's automatically in your favor without having to get locked up, without having to do certain shit. Like
they have it. They're called Good Samaritan laws.
That citizens arrest shit ain't
I'm not
go to jail regardless.
I'm not talking about citizens arrest. It's called Good Samaritan laws. It's like, say for instance, your kid back in the day, like people say your kid fall at the park and they hurt themselves. Back in the day, like a nurse or somebody with a nurse, they'll go up to your kid, help them. Let me help you. People started suing people over doing that, like helping them. One guy was choking. A dude gave him a Heimlich maneuver, broke his rib. He sued the guy, right? The dude was a doctor.
Trying to help you.
They passed these laws called Good Samaritan laws to protect people who help people when they are in danger. We can easily expand those laws to cover people who help people who are being attacked or hurt. There are laws that already deal with that shit. And that's why Daniel Penny really got off. But I'm telling you, our society will be better with people reacting and intervening in violent situations than it will be with people just sitting by watching it happen. You just can't have an environment like that, because what that does, that emboldens criminals. That's why when you see like up in the north side in California, the black dudes out there go rob at the Asian stores, the Asian mall. Why? Because they know most likely no one's going to do anything. Nobody's going to intervene. They're not going to go over to the mall in the black neighborhood trying to rob, because that person might fight you back, or somebody else who know them or who see them all the time might say, hell no, you ain't about to get up on old girl. They try to go after the weakest link. If you don't defend...
niggas think it's more money out there.
That too, and the mall's already been abused in them neighborhoods. It's like we already wore this motherfucker out.
Right. Now we gotta go out
ain't got
there.
a choice but to go that way. Look, unless you trying to get caught, nigga.
Hey, but look, this is what's fucked up with that, because let's say me and him go do a crime. I didn't want to use that. They say me and somebody else go do a crime. They get killed. The body's on me because we chose to do the crime. But you can have a Daniel Penny situation where you have bystanders here watching him choke dude out. They don't try to intervene. He kills them. None of them get charged with that body. Right. Even though you, as a citizen, when you saw him passing out, like, damn, he can't breathe, because some people would say, hey, let him go, let him go. Why didn't he get charged? So it's like it's a slippery slope with the shit. And niggas ain't gonna risk going to jail for no stranger.
And even then, because even if they start giving, like you said, if them laws is true and people start learning about that type of shit, that could get ugly. Because it could be like, damn, I could be getting into it with somebody from a different race or something else, and there might be more of them of a race, and they pack me out, and then they can have a story and say, well, this dude was hostile doing this and doing that. We was doing the citizen shit. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? Got a reason to beat your ass, and try to get away with it. And that's going.
It's hard to make it black and white.
And vice versa. Because how many times you see a black dude getting assaulted by a white dude? And like, I'll give you a prime example. Old girl, it just happened. The white dude was choking her boyfriend. You saw that video?
Oh, she popped him.
And she smoked that nigga.
She popped him,
she didn't even get charged.
She popped him.
Because why? First, she tried to tell the dude, get off him, get off him, get off him. The dude kept attacking him, and that dude was an off-duty firefighter. He was a firefighter.
The
white
guy
guy.
She smoked?
The guy she smoked. She kept telling him to get off. Bro kept attacking her boyfriend. She pulled out the blick and domed him. The thing is, look at the context.
Hey, shout out to her, because she was a rider. Most females would have just been screaming, going crazy, watching you get choked to death.
She
did her Dougie.
He trained her right. She would have got a ring for that.
You could go to the courthouse. If you gonna take everything, take everything.
You already
you just blinked the nigga down for a nigga.
She ain't marrying that bitch ass nigga. Hey, bro, never live that shit down. They'll start arguing. Cause the way the white boy had
Hey,
cut,
he ain't no bitch. The other nigga doing that punk ass jujitsu shit. He doing. He didn't want to go from the shoulders, cuz.
Nah, exactly.
Big niggas always want to wrestle, cuz.
Any female that's gonna knock a nigga down for you like that, she ain't gonna she gonna respect you. She ain't gonna be treating you crazy and all that shit.
She the one, cuz. You know she gonna perform.
She love a nigga for real.
Y'all gonna be arguing. You didn't do that white boy like that. Save your ass, nigga. Hey,
you might gotta take that one, cuz. She caught a body for you.
Hey,
you got that?
Hey, bro. She was like, look, she did her shit. I'm not never gonna tell a person if you see somebody getting attacked who's innocent, not to do nothing. And that's the thing with the Jordan Neely situation. The people who he was basically going after, they had done nothing. It wasn't a mutually combatant, like they arguing and I just came up behind them and choked them. These were innocent women.
Nah, bro was tweaking.
Yeah,
but I saw another dude on the train. I don't know if you saw this. The black nigga, he was going around going, pow, pow.
Oh, somebody got up on him.
So he came on another train. The dude said, hey, I know you what you do. You that pow, pow, nigga.
They told him, sit your ass down, nigga.
Yeah.
Cuz sat his ass down.
He looked at it for a second. Yeah, he went and sat down.
That's what I mean. These people don't be as crazy as you think.
Imagine if somebody...
That's all they take.
Nah,
bro.
they having fun in their head trying to scare people.
Right.
Because they know they probably do this so much until you run into that nigga that's not finna play with you.
But that's what I mean.
Yeah.
He didn't have to kill.
Yeah.
Daniel Penny didn't have to kill, bro. There's a lot of these people on the train. That's all I was saying was it was enough people and enough force there to subdue this nigga without killing him.
Or you could have physically hurt Cuz to the point where he just fucked up, break an arm or something. It's a gang of y'all in that
Do you think if 5 people, the men who helped restrain Jordan Neely, right? Do you think of all those dudes when he first started, and this is the issue, they let the shit get to the point where it escalates to violence. If we was on that train and Jordan Neely was in there screaming, I'm gonna kill you, one of us would have been like, or all of us would have been like, hey man, sit your ass down, bro. Like,
no, for sure.
Somebody gonna do something to you. We say nothing. And then when somebody goes overboard, it's like, oh man, he didn't have to do that. Well, why didn't you, just like you said with the nigga saying, pow, somebody said, I know you, sit your fucking ass down. Immediately intervened with that shit. Because sometimes people are so used to doing something and getting a desired reaction or result, they don't even realize this could escalate to violence. You could end up dead off this shit.
See, for me, my bad.
No, you good.
Now, for me, sometimes when I see that type of shit, I just be laughing like, cut out his mind, cuz. Like, look at this nigga. Like, if that's being bro on the train or something, we just gonna laugh at cuz until like I sense like he's a real threat. A nigga ain't gonna look at cuz like, cuz not no threat. Like a nigga out his brains. Look at this nigga. That's all probably a nigga would have did. Now if he getting up on women, he doing shit and you harassing people, yeah. Now
that's what Neely was doing.
On your ass, sit your ass down.
I'ma kill you. I'm ready to go back to jail. Nigga, you sounded
but
crazy.
I done heard niggas do that. I done seen niggas do that at bus stops, all type of shit. Niggas screaming, laughing, fighting the air and
they
shit.
They had bus stops by themselves. I was just about to
go to Anaheim and Magnolia, nigga. Go sit at that gas station.
Even
they coming through all day.
Even if you go in
yelling at strangers,
nigga, you know over there they doing that. Nigga scream, he like, this nigga crazy.
I be over there
then I go talk to him. He be like, you got $2?
Oh God,
come on, okay? I thought you was just out your brain about to fight somebody.
But no, like I'm gonna tell you, like it's on us. In my opinion, it's on us as black people. Like we know our people. I always say this on my channel, Pan-Africanism Strikes Back. Shameless plug. I always tell people, no one knows us like us. People in general, we tend to be a little bit afraid of us or uneasy around us. When you see one of us doing some shit that you know could be translated or perceived as a threat, I feel like it's your obligation to approach that person and be like, hey, bro, you good? Like, but you got to understand, you can't be doing it. You got to intervene and talk to these people because, like, I'm not afraid of black people in general. Like, I'm like, if I see a young black guy doing something stupid, you know, walking around with a mug, I'm more likely to say, hey, man, you good? What's wrong with you, man? Something going on with you? Most people won't do that because they have been trained by society to be afraid of us, right? Even if we're not really a threat.
Nah, but this is a difference though. You're trained in a martial art. So you have a different confidence that the average person who probably never even had a fist fight won't have. A lot of people are just deathly afraid of confrontation. When you train and you fight every day and you like, oh shit, this shit ain't that bad. Now you getting skilled. You fucking people up. They fucking you up. You like, what's the worst that can happen? I'm getting whooped by professionals. So people on the street, of course you ain't gonna be afraid of. You like, I could probably whoop 90% of these motherfuckers. They on dope, they on drugs, they high, they on pills, they're not trained. The average person don't want to fight, bro.
But I just I'm not saying like fighting.
He's saying like if you see somebody walking down the street mad dogging or something, but that's the average nigga in California, weird ass nigga. Fuck you, me asking how I'm doing. Like a nigga start tripping.
Not like that.
A nigga finna get up on you for that. Fuck you, me asking me how I feel today. Nigga, what's wrong with you? Nigga,
for sure.
So, but I get what you're saying though. It's like sometimes you have to take a different approach because that might put the guard down. It might make somebody, they might have needed to be asked that question. But everybody's not emotionally intelligent. Everybody doesn't have the IQ or like you said, the mental. You might have a whole different perspective of reading people and all type of shit. A lot of these people are unaware of a lot. So they'll just, I don't know. Like you said, they is probably scared to approach.
But that is the fucked up thing though.
I saw a dude fighting with his girl, right? They was getting into it. Young dude, real young, probably like 21, 22. Him and his girl getting into it. You know, she going at the nigga, he going at her. I didn't say nothing to this girl. I went up right to him. I wasn't defending her. Nothing. I said, bro, that actually was by the courthouse. I said, bro, you know, like, just like I know, everybody out here waiting for you to put your hands on her or do anything where they could yell to the police or the police could come arrest you. Don't give them the satisfaction. And I said, if she is out here doing this in front of this courthouse, causing a scene, bro, she really don't give a fuck about you. And maybe you just need to reevaluate this relationship. Bro said, bro, you right, bro. He was like, man, fuck this bitch. Bro just walked off. Like, I'm gone. Sometimes people just need somebody, you know, people get caught up in a moment.
It's like they know, but they need to hear.
They need to hear from somebody who they know coming from a genuine place. Like Jordan Neely, I'm not lost on the fact that bro was sitting up saying he was hungry. But where was the black man to step up and be like, bro, look, this is not the way to do that. Get off with me at the next stop. I'll get you some food. They sat around and said nothing. They know you want some food. They didn't say nothing. But then when he gets choked, let him go. Well, damn, if you care that much about him,
get up and do something.
Why you can give him $1? Shit. Because it's easy to do this. Man, here, man, I done gave bums $50. Nigga, like, just take this and go do whatever. Like,
it's a double, it's a double-edged sword, though. Because I agree, black people can deal with black people better than anyone else because who knows us better than us. But on the flip side, a lot of black people won't for the fact that he just pointed out, I know my people. I fuck around and be like, you good, bro? Nigga, what the fuck you mean I'm good, nigga? Like, woo wop, nigga finna go up on you and you really genuinely might be asking because is he straight? Because you see he in the situation. But black people, we got to start being, I don't want to say nice because I hate the word nice, but we got to start being more respectable to each other, more social to each other. Other races that damn near speak to you more than your own people.
Oh, man.
Niggas see you, automatic mad dog. I'm training myself to stop doing that because I catch myself doing it too. I walk in the room and I see the one nigga and I'm on cuz. I got to train myself to stop doing that. But it's work in progress.
Listen, in my neighborhood,
it's just how we was raised.
Nah, but people always look at shit crazy anyway because they tell me I got a stoic look, but everybody say I look crazy every time I'm looking at somebody and I be looking normal.
That's what I thought when I first met
you. They're trained to look at dark skinned niggas. They're trained to look at dark skinned niggas that way. Niggas just be sitting there. They like, damn, you
crazy.
good? You look mad, bro.
But when I first met you, I was like, dang, bro, look mad, but I still spoke to you. That's just a risk you're gonna have to take because I'm a man. Another man giving me an attitude, that's not gonna hurt me. But low key, we will say as men, oh, that ain't gonna hurt me. But it does. It does kind of fuck with your ego
until
or like
you
your
say
feelings.
Tarique Nasheed gonna whoop your ass.
Listen. What we gotta admit is we're all not as hard as we like to think we are, and sometimes we are afraid to have a confrontation and not afraid of someone actually physically doing anything to us, but no one likes rejection on any level. It's nothing worse than if you go to say what's up to a nigga or try to shake his hand and then you like, man, fuck you, nigga. Like, who the fuck is you, nigga? You feel that hits your ego.
For me, it's not the rejection.
I think it's the disrespect.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm finna say. It's not even, I don't give a fuck about the rejection. It's now you disrespect and I leave with respect. You disrespect me, nigga. Like, now that energy, I had to give you a different energy now.
But when I see a bum, I think if a bum disrespect me, he's a fucking bum.
Nigga, but it's like,
but we know he out his fucking mind.
You know that out there, but like he said, we gonna laugh. Like the bum just went up on me. Like I'm gonna laugh.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna probably talk shit, have fun with her.
Exactly.
Like,
if you went up with Jordan, if you went up to Jordan Neely and that nigga was like, get the fuck away from you, would be like this. You'd be like, this crazy ass nigga. But at least his energy be on me off of the kid or the female who he's intimidating. You know what I'm saying? Then you could be like, if he go up on you, you'd be like, nigga, well, all right, you do something, I'm gonna fuck your ass up. They lose that energy.
And you gotta think, we got all these mass shootings and shit. So everywhere everybody go, they think they gonna get shot. So it's that too. Niggas like, I don't know if he got a gun or not. Like how many videos you done seen of people having road rage and walking up on people's cars and they get blew down from inside the car.
Right.
When back in the 90s, that wasn't happening. You saw the road rage videos, they both was getting out and they was fighting. Now, every road rage video you see, they getting popped up.
Who's stupid enough to get in a fender bender and jump out and run up on the person's car or just get mad? I see people doing that. I'm like, bro, I've had people hit me or whatever and stuff happen. I'm not about to jump in my car and aggressively approach them. I'm going to pull it to the side. If they don't, I'm going to pull it to the side and pick up my phone. If they try to drive off,
you got insurance?
Yeah.
Them niggas don't be having insurance. So they like, nigga, you just hit my car, this shit over with.
Oh, shit.
I gotta pay.
No, I didn't tell y'all this.
Beat your motherfucking ass.
Did I tell y'all about how I just
Niggas be hot.
Did I just tell you how I just had a high-speed chase downtown Long Beach? A Mexican illegal immigrant hit a nigga in the street with his baby in his arms, knocked the baby flew. Nigga dad fell out in the street. I was going to feed my dogs. Man, the people screaming, oh my God. The nigga tried to speed off. Nigga was this close to the baby, bro. Bent the corner, almost ran the baby over, ran over the baby blanket. Man, I chased that nigga down. I was chasing that nigga all over the east side and made the nigga go back and turn himself into the police.
Oh, yeah.
Nah, I done had some. I done had an accident like that
Yeah.
where some illegals hit me. I'm assuming they was illegal because it was a van
But they
full
hit
of
the
them.
nigga. The man was walking across the street with his baby. The nigga knocked the baby.
They rear-ended my shit. Bam, total my shit. Nigga, they turned off the freeway. That shit was barely moving. They just kept going. But I didn't trip because it's like, I got insurance.
Right.
I total this motherfucker out now. I'm finna go get some fresh shit.
You're right.
But the people that I see spazzing out, I just be like, they ain't got insurance.
Right.
That's why they mad.
They mad.
That shit happened to me with like 3 of them. They bouncing. I'm like about to beat these niggas' ass. They was mad. They looked like they was mad as fuck. But they blasted somebody in front of them. I'm like, you dumbass niggas. They was hot because they shit couldn't move. I'm like, yeah, they trying to get up out of here. Green cars probably expired, all types of shit.
That shit don't even matter no more because nigga, you could just come right back across.
They don't give a fuck. The police don't even arrest them. They let them walk off.
Yeah, that shit don't matter no more.
Yeah, it's crazy. Sanctuary cities.
But
my boy got a citizen's arrest.
Hey, he trying to pull a citizen, finna get his ass blew
That's
down.
why he talking about them laws. He keep playing. I ain't chasing no nigga down. That's out.
So God, nigga can get the spark in that. Cause you chase me, I'll get the spark in that.
Let me tell you the worst part. Cut had his kids in his car with him. Like a little baby and 2 little 6 and 7-year-old.
That's why he know he blew it. Nigga, he like, I gotta get the fuck
Bro,
up out of here.
I couldn't. When I saw that baby in the street, cuz something just made me like, nah, fuck that. You ain't getting away with that. I chased the nigga. I shouldn't have did that.
He did it. He hit somebody on purpose, or what he did?
Nah, he was coming around the corner too fast, and the nigga was walking across on a green walk sign.
Oh,
smacked his baby.
Did y'all see this story? Just broke. I think yesterday or today. CIA unsealed some documents, and the documents stated that they had a remote viewer who they asked to remote view Mars. I guess some thousands of years ago.
Oh, saying life was over there?
And they said it actually was life on Mars. It was a dying race who was dying out. The planet has become unlivable. And they headed to Earth, and they were giants, and they were the ones who built the pyramids. So this is now on CIA's website. You can go on there right now, CIA.gov. All the documents are there. They are stating that a civilization of giants from Mars are responsible for building the Great Pyramids and basically all the pyramids on Earth. And they confirmed this by a remote viewer. And they said, if you don't believe us, they also have other unsealed documents on the same website teaching you how to remote view. They say you can teach yourself to do this shit. And they basically have agents in the military who remote view. We all know about the LSD experiments and the psychedelic experiments they used to do way back in the 60s and 70s and shit. So what y'all think about that? They just solved the Great Pyramid phenomenon, saying that
something they never just solved, something they probably already knew. But all that type of shit, they need to come. They need to go back. If they got all these documents and all this other shit from what they know, they should have had some damn footage of it. That nowadays it's hard.
Well, it was a remote viewer, so they couldn't get no footage.
So I'm gonna learn how to do that shit. Come holler at y'all in like 5 to 10 years. And I'm gonna go out there.
These documents are from 1984. Project Stargate. So this is information they've been having for decades, allegedly. Do y'all believe this or not?
This would make me hard to why I question the government and all this other shit so much, because they want to know everything about you, but they don't want us to know shit about them. And that makes me hard to trust something that moves like that. So I don't know. I gotta question shit and sit on it and figure it out myself. However they did that shit, through meditation and through all that shit, I'm assuming they learned to eventually get to those points where you can telepathically move and see all that shit. So I think it could be true, but why put it out now though is why I question it.
Because they also have documents saying you can astral project, and they have a step-by-step basically manual on CIA.gov of how to do that as well. Because if you ever had sleep paralysis, that's like halfway astral projecting.
Right.
Because you be awoke mentally, but your body's still asleep. So most of us panic. And they say the point that you panic, that's what causes you, I guess, to come back into your reality of your body. But if you don't panic, it's a way that your spirit can leave the body and you can move around outside your fucking body. So what you think about this, Ruckus? You think it's true, or is this more conspiracy theory mumbo jumbo that they throwing out to distract people?
I think anything is possible. I think, like I said to you before, there's nothing new under the sun. If you just look at people who like practice like witchcraft and stuff, what are they doing? They're doing all those things that now we are just putting in scientific terms. Astral projection. There was people who said they could, back in the 18, 17, 1500s, there were people doing witchcraft who said they can project their body to another place. People looking at a crystal ball and could see another area just by looking into this thing. So I think witchcraft and science are coming together, like that natural spiritism. It's just being like validated by science. I think it's always been happening. Like back in the day, they said if you took a newborn baby and melted it down, you rub it all over, you could fly. Who knows that? Because who's gonna do it, right? But they said witches used to do that.
Adrenochrome.
Right.
Adrenochrome.
But y'all know it's crazy because I wrestle in my sleep a lot with a lot of shit. Like I don't know what the fuck be going on with me. But the more I started fighting it, like trying to control my dreams and shit, sometimes that shit has happened to me before. Believe it or not, I done been out of my body, like moving through the room not far enough, but like say if I'm laying here, I might get out and see from here, walk to here and be seeing myself on some other shit. And then like you said, I'm wrestling down back in my body again. Like I'm like, maybe that's a part of me trying to not knowing what I'm doing, but I feel I'm gonna figure that shit out. Watch, mark my words.
Like I used to suffer from sleep paralysis a lot as a kid, and I used to try to find ways to get rid of it.
Did you suffer from growth paralysis?
The same way you suffer from fat paralysis, nigga. And on God, like I'll fall asleep in class, but be woke in my mind, and then my body can't move, and then you get the panicking because now you can't breathe, or you hear the buzz.
Jump up like who seen me?
you hear the buzzing in your ear, and then it's like as I got older, I started to see the shadowy figures. And, you know, at first they were trying to tell you, oh, those are the chemicals in your brain, you know, whatever the case was going on in your brain, you were hallucinating. And I'm like, nah, this ain't no hallucination because this shit feel too fucking real. I'm literally conscious. And the only thing that really could bring me back, because if you ever seen them shadowy figures, them motherfuckers get to choking your ass. That's when you get you can't breathe and you panic. The only thing that bring you back is you just get to praying and then the nigga will pop up. So I'm like, damn, cuz it got to be something to this.
Well, what about like when you go to sleep and you have a dream? Then it could be weeks later, and you in your regular everyday life, and exactly what happened in your dream happening, and you like, wait a minute,
some deja vu type shit.
Yeah, that shit ain't no deja vu. I believe that's some real like
right. But I believe because that's the thoughts. They say our thoughts are still working the mind, so I still feel like part of that dream. Once you believe that you created it.
But how does it create exactly the way you dreamed it? Like
because even when you sleep, your brain work overtime more than it does when you woke. So you tap into more parts of your brain while you sleep. So I feel like the subconscious, you directing straight to the subconscious mind, which creates life of the events that you do. I believe that's what it is. And forget what you was just saying. When that shit happened to me, I'll be trying to figure out what's going to happen next to see like if I start to feel that deja vu coming, like damn, so I could feel like I'm a psychic or something about what was about to happen. You know what I'm saying?
No, and the fact that everybody is able to experience it, you know, I think that it's a part of the untapped areas of our brains.
No, for sure.
Nah, it
like,
is. It's the unconscious.
We might be able
that's
to
third eye that they calcifying with the fluoride in the water, allegedly, and all of that other shit. But it's because we really never had an answer on how the pyramids were built. We have all this modern technology. We flying planes and doing all this other shit, and we still could not replicate it to be perfectly aligned with the universe. Like if one brick is even slightly off, the whole thing is done.
See, but I feel like the people back then, they was way more tapped in. For one, like how they be cutting down all the trees and stuff for the certain amounts of oxygen and things that we should be getting. Wearing no shoes, being more grass-rooted. You was more tapped in into your natural abilities of your third eye and your inner self. Like a lot of that is taken away from distractions with TVs and electronics and all just different things that's going on. So they was way more tapped in, I believe, and able to tap into the infinite source to get all that type of, because where you think ideas just coming from?
That's what I always say. Like, who just thought of this shit?
Nah, because it's one source already. So even when you sit on certain thoughts, this is why they teach you to meditate and all this shit, but people don't have the brain capacity to sit in one spot for 5 minutes. I had to do I was doing exercises in this part of the Master Key system, I think. Or no, the power of concentration, but he teach you how to build certain things. They might do something small like stare at a doorknob for 15 minutes. And you think the average person probably can't sit there and do it for 5 or just sit in a seat for 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Without just being relaxed. Like a lot of that shit teaches you how to control, and you start to see how or understand why what you're saying is true as far as what the psyop, whatever they doing.
Or like the thing that really opened my eyes to all this stuff was like my second trip I ever went to Africa. I told my friend, like, man, I want to meet a witch doctor. Like, I really want to go out to the bushes and meet like a real witch doctor. A lot of them are Christians and stuff, so they scared of that now. But I met this lady, her name was Gachina, and she was like, you want to meet a witch doctor? Like, I could take you to my village and we could go meet one. Dude, we drove like 8 hours into like the bushes, walked through like some ridiculous woods. There was like a little shack. Went inside, bro. It was a real witch doctor, nigga. A lady, white shit all over her body.
God, the chickens at the door with the blood and shit.
She had no chickens.
Chicken feet.
But the smell was wild. It was
I'll
like,
be trying to get into them people.
Look, the smell was wild. Not bad, but it was just like the lady. So then when I went and I just want to see it. So I went up to her, and then the girl Gachina starts talking to her in like their tribal language or whatever. And the lady's like saying something to her and whatever. And then I'm like, what's she saying? And she's saying like there's some type of like protection over you, like somebody's put like a spell of protection on you, some type of force. So I go home and I go to wifey, right? And I'm like, did you do something like some weird little something to me with your little stuff? Because she has her little shit. And she was like, how do you know about that? And then I'm like, I went to go see this witch doctor in Kenya. And she said that somebody has like a spell or something of protection on me. And she was like, yeah, I always put it on you, like every day. Yeah. And I was like, that blew my mind though.
Nah, because now I'm thinking back how they used to burn witches and shit who would say that, hey, I did this, I left my body, and they would burn them. It's like, were they concealing that information? This is what I meant earlier when I was saying about like, they conceal the info. So you think you got all these choices and you think you live in life a certain way. Really, like he said, it's an infinite source, but we don't have knowledge of it or even how to tap into it. And little by little, they're releasing it little by little. But the whole time they knew this 1984.
I'm telling every guy, when y'all be going to these girls' houses and shit, and shit you be feeling like you in love. Oh my God, she is the one. Man, go look in her closet. A lot of these chicks be having altars and all that in their house. And you don't even realize it because it just looked like some decoration. But she opened that drawer and pulled out them crystals and shit
crystals,
out.
Incense,
she a whole witch, nigga.
But a lot of that shit can't fuck with you if you got more control over your mind and the things that you believe in. But they could for sure take over if you out here drifting. But they say also too that you keep. Well, I don't say maybe not everybody. It just depends who you believe. But walk around as if you have, like you say, like maybe people that's already guiding you in the right way, like invisible forces already. Say 2 angels behind you. You know what I'm saying? And depending on what you choose to think, they do have that energy that makes you move a certain way. The same way, I think I seen a dude. He said he don't know what happened. He was walking. I don't know if y'all seen that video. He was walking in the street of security. And he said something just told him to turn around. He turned around and maybe not even 30 seconds, maybe less than that. The whole part where he was walking to blew the fuck up. And he was like, I don't know what made me turn around. Something just said turn around. I just listened. But his route as a security guard was to go that way. But he was just saying something told him. So
nah, but the giants would make more sense than them saying slaves built the pyramids. Because if you've ever been to Egypt, it is physically impossible to transport the materials from where they got it from with no modern technology on feet to where the pyramids are. Like, it's literally physically impossible.
They said
then every brick weighs about a ton. I don't give a fuck how many people we get out here. You ain't lifting that shit up, bro. And stack, like, it's not even possible. So that whole theory of, they had this system, this levee system, and I don't give a fuck. None of that shit ever made sense.
I think that in ancient societies, they had technologies that we don't know about because there's a lot of lost, like, knowledge, right?
For sure.
Like, remember, you had the Roman Empire, right? And they had aqueduct systems and all kinds of technological advancements. Fast forward 500 years into the future, you had the Saxons and the Anglo-Saxons and shit. They didn't even have running water. Like, they didn't have anything that the Romans had because you lose that knowledge over time as, like, empires and stuff are conquered. You lose that knowledge. So in the past, you could have a society that was 100 years older that had more technological advancements like than a society way after. Look at Shaka Zulu them. They followed the Romans in Timbuktu, and them dudes was running around with loincloths and spears.
And you know what's crazy, because they say as the years go by, we getting smarter, and I think it's the opposite. I think everything technology is getting smarter and people are getting dumber.
Right.
Because they saying all that, but they could have been smarter back then. Even a lot of the information that I'll be studying be from 1901 and way back in time. It's like these motherfuckers knew this way back then. And like you said, they probably was way more tapped in to the source and to everything else with the things that they believed in versus where they got us now, not even keeping a third eye open.
You made a great point even about the trees. We don't even think about how many trees we don't have. Like, just think about when you go out the country and you're literally in a jungle, your entire body feels different because you have mass amounts of more oxygen. Just being around them fucking trees, on God, like, you feel
nigga,
different.
you're happy.
You're like the whole mood and everything changes. So, because it's even a conspiracy that, if you ever seen them giant fucking, they look like stumps. People were saying like them were the tree of life. Like, those were actually cut down on purpose type shit. Because it had more people tapped in. Like, when you're around nature, you're supposed to ground. Your feet's supposed to touch grass to absorb the motherfucking energy from the earth. But we wear shoes all our motherfucking life. So it's a lot of shit.
Nah, it is, but that's why.
There's a lot of things that we not privy
I never
to.
forget I knew somebody that was a tree hugger. I'm like, man, what the fuck? But not knowing, he knew way more than I knew. And that's why I was like, you got to be careful how you judge people, because he used to hug trees, but you getting all the energy from the trees. The same way I was talking about with the dogs. The dogs go outside. If you ever got a dog or you around a dog, pay attention to the dog when the sun come through the house if it ain't been outside. That motherfucker gonna go right where the sun at. If not, when it's outside and all the electricity from that dog paws or whatever, hugging the dog is gonna put that in you. So a lot of that shit and you will feel different.
And
that
you know what's
shit
crazy? I was just thinking that thought right now. Before you said it about the dog. I said, as soon as he stopped talking, I'm going to make the point about the dog going to the sun. Then you said it.
Yeah,
like, we over here on
crazy.
some telepathy type shit.
Man, it's so much to like nature that we don't even understand. Like, even when you go to like Africa, it's one thing that was weird to me was like when I was in Kenya this last time, there's like monkeys that are on the side of the road, right?
I love monkeys.
The monkeys,
I want a monkey.
They big as hell. They look like baboons, but they not baboons.
Was just selling when you should have bought it.
These are some these monkeys as big as shit, like 5 feet tall or like 4.5 feet tall. But the monkeys are so smart that if a man gets out the car and walks down the road, they will not mess with him. They'll run from him. They'll move out the way.
I see monkeys tripping on this.
If a woman gets out the car, they'll start harassing her, trying to take her purse, trying to like just mess with her. Like, nature is like, it's tapped in. Like,
everything is by design. Yeah,
it's so balanced. Like, and the women there are like, no, you can't walk by the monkeys by yourself if you're a female. But if it's a man, it don't matter if he's a small man. It don't matter if he's a man dressed like a woman. They've done that. Put a man in like woman clothes and like had him walk with those monkeys. And those monkeys know that's a man.
See, but animals...
That's a woman. They can smell it.
Animals they either smelling it too, but they going based off energies too. They probably can feel that testosterone or certain different things. Animals be knowing. So that shit is wild.
And what is that? It was a lost civilization, but it was the most civilization. It was the most technological advanced civilization in history. Like they already had the solar powered fucking cars and all type of shit. Damn, I went down one of the TikTok rabbit holes.
Is the Anunnaki thing?
Nah, Anunnaki was supposed to be the blacks who came off
Aliens.
and you know what's crazy? That's also an unsealed CIA document about the Anunnakis.
Billy Carson.
Nah.
When we gonna talk about Billy Carson getting exposed,
damn,
man? We can wait 3 weeks.
We can talk about Billy Carson, 'cause I know you want to talk about
Nah,
Cub.
but that don't make...
I don't want to shit on Cub.
But that don't make Cub... That one thing he did,
Bruh,
he did bump. Cub took a mad L with that. But that don't take away from some of the other stuff that he speaks on, but that was terrible.
No,
bro.
I'm going to be real. Look up the Anunnakis. It's an actual government documentation documenting that they seen black aliens get off a large white ship. This is actual, no Billy Carson, right? You got to start saying no Billy Carson. But he did get bodied. He got destroyed in that debate.
The thing about Billy Carson
I don't know why he even went against that religion and tried to crucify him like that. Like, I understand certain things about, you know what I mean, we can question, but to go crazy the way he did.
So if you're not up on what happened with Billy Carson, he had this debate against one of the most well-known Christian scholars, right? It's this white guy. So he goes, the white guy invites him on it for a debate, and he basically picks apart all of Billy Carson's points that he has made on several other podcasts. Like, Billy just got completely decimated, destroyed, demolished, and he asked the dude not to put it out. And he got so destroyed, he popped up at bro's house at 2:30 a.m. trying to serve him some type of legal documentation. He said, I'm going to sue him for over $1 million. Like, it got bad. The debate got leaked. It went viral, so I'm pretty sure everybody's seen it. If you didn't, go look it up. And Billy then comes out, makes a video saying that, he got bombarded. The guy wouldn't let him talk. He thought it was going to be a friendly. Like, none of the points he made made sense. He had pneumonia. He almost died 3 days. It was all some bullshit, right? And I'm a Billy Carson supporter, so I'm not trying to kick him out.
The fact that Cub went to Cub's house.
Nigga, did you see 2:30 a.m. ringing Cub doorbell? He lucky the white nigga didn't blink him down.
Hey,
like, what the fuck?
The dude's name is
what's his name?
Wes Huff.
Wes Huff.
Wes Huff is a Christian apologist and scholar. And you know me,
a scholar in Christianity is crazy.
I am a Bible scholar as well. So like the things that Wes Huff was telling Billy Carson, this is pretty much common knowledge among people who are like studied in the Bible and they go and look at the original Hebrew text and stuff. The problem with Billy Carson is he's really the victim, because he's the victim of a society where people don't do their own research. People are so damn lazy that they just look for people who are saying the things that they want to believe. And so when you are in an echo chamber of people who just agree and accept anything you say as law, you don't get the pushback you need to make sure that you're vetting your sources. And the Bible, the Bible that Billy Carson was quoting is not one that is accepted as canon or as legitimate by scholars. What I do like about Billy Carson is when Wes Huff proved that he was wrong, he was like, okay, I can accept that.
I didn't like that.
I do, because
I didn't like that.
What else you supposed to do when you wrong?
No, the reason
he didn't start yelling.
No, nigga, I ain't having facts, nigga. I ain't no Billy Carson, nigga. No, the reason I didn't like it is because he went against Billy Carson's point that he made several times. And he made the point as factual. And when he pushed back on it, he didn't defend his own point. He just said, I can respect that. Nah, it ain't no I can respect that.
Because there is no fact at that point. Your fact is not a fact because you say it's a fact.
Okay, it's like this. Say, like we were just talking about hip hop, right? You believe what you believe. He come with his side of the argument. He didn't just disprove your side. So now it's on you to, this is why I believe my side.
Yeah.
And then you don't eat,
I'm thinking like what I said before. If he came with information showing that my shit is discredited.
We're just talking.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And then I give my point of why I don't believe your side, and you go, I can respect that. Let's move on. Like, nigga, what?
Because he know when a nigga lying, he debunked. Nigga, there's nothing to argue about. Cuz know he lying, so he don't want to go there and look most stupid.
Well, here's the thing. Well, he wasn't necessarily lying. He was ignorant.
No, nigga.
He thought he had.
Yes, if you start saying all this shit, you talking about You talking about Jesus, you talking about Mary and all that, and you're when the dude is saying something where you know wholeheartedly you don't know what you're talking about or you lying about, nigga, it's a rap. You cook. He trying to move on. Next question.
But Billy Carson,
like, no pushback at all.
No, but Billy Carson suffers from something that a lot of people suffer from. It's called cognitive bias, where you know so little about something that you think you understand it all. Yeah. You think you understand it all. Has Billy Carson ever even sat down and read the Bible in its entirety? Probably not. But he can hear something and hear someone say, well, this book proves that, Jesus never existed or that this never happened. Now he's quoting that book. But then if you go up against somebody who's read the Bible, like I'll give you a prime example. People always quote this scripture in the Bible. The Lord says, come as you are. If you've ever read the Bible, you know that that's not a real scripture. That never occurs in the Bible anywhere. But someone who's never read it has heard someone else say that, and they just say, well, it makes sense that the Lord would take people however they are, so let me just keep saying that, let me keep quoting that non-scripture, right? That's what Billy Carson is involved in. People can easily debunk the existence of Jesus or anybody or whoever when they've never read the Bible, when they've never read the scholarly research about it, because you don't know enough about it to make an argument against your point in your own mind. I respect Billy Carson for conceding the point. He was totally wrong anyway. But I even said, if I was Billy Carson, I would have argued the fact that there's no historical evidence to prove anything in the Bible ever.
Bro, that's what I was going to
argue that.
That's what I was going to get at, is no matter how much of a scholar you are of a book that was written by another man, it's still not factual because it's secondhand information. So you may be a complete expert, know this book inside out like the back of your hand. It's still
not enough proof.
It's still not proof because you weren't there and God didn't talk to you. So you're right. He should have went that route. But for him to completely abandon every point that he ever made, and he was like, he said something like, I mistakenly mistake the name. This is what I meant. And then they went back and he said this shit on like 10 podcasts.
Then he ate his ass.
So I was like, nigga, there ain't no way you mistake the name one time, nigga. You said this shit 50 times, nigga.
But
that's what had them niggas triggered, because it's like, nigga, you keep going out your way for this. And now they found somebody to suit up for you.
Well, the thing was, there's a lot of people who could have schooled him, but the thing with Billy Carson is he won't do a debate with you unless someone who he actually trusts sets it up.
So he knows.
So he thought that the dude who set up the debate was like his homie, which he was, but there's no way that dude who set up the debate could have known Billy Carson was going to get in there and get whooped like that. Bro got obliterated.
And I tried to get Billy on the show, bro.
Billy ain't coming on.
I was trying to get Billy on the show. So shout out Billy Carson.
Billy gonna show up shit 1 o'clock in the morning. You going to be the kill Billy.
Hey, when I seen him pop up at 2:30 a.m., I said,
crackhead
shit. Because losing
that was sitting on his head heavy.
Losing that debate is essentially his career ended, because his whole spiel was, I'm the foremost leader of ancient texts. So they get completely obliterated on ancient texts. You don't have a leg to stand on anymore.
Bro, he's for one, he's not most of that shit is not even ancient. The Bible's not even really an ancient book. Most of that's like 1500s Champollion stuff that they didn't pull from different texts.
Different books, exactly.
And if you read the Bible tells you in itself that it's just allegory, and it also says all scriptures are inspired by God. But it doesn't say God wrote the scriptures or told people what to write.
Right.
A guy was thinking about God and was like, this is so amazing. The Lord's love and pureness is da-da-da-da-da. It's like a female inspiring you to write a poem. Just how you feel about that person is inspired to write this. Moses wrote the first 5 books of the Bible. We can't prove that Moses ever existed. So it's so many things. There's no record of anyone Moses in Egypt. No, nothing like that. And you see it's inscribed on the walls. But the whole thing is, Billy Carson needs to stop blowing smoke up people's ass. He needs to stop saying he's the foremost anything. Billy Carson is the same as the people who listen to Billy Carson. He's somebody who gets a piece of information that sounds like it makes sense, and he runs with it. And this is the thing. It doesn't hurt Billy Carson at all, because the people who follow him are so damn indoctrinated, they believe he's like the Messiah or something.
Now, what's crazy, the people who follow
only
him...
one.
No pun intended. What's wild is the people who follow him, it is crazy. They like them FBA niggas almost.
Nah, but at the same time, people make mistakes, man. It shit happens. He learned from it, move forward.
I don't think he learned. He tried to get the shit taken down. Cuz said he was going to sue Cuz.
He's trying to sue them.
He tried to whoop the nigga out at 2:30 a.m. Like, that's not learning. Learning would have been like,
that's what he did? I thought he was trying to tell Cuz, like,
not
don't
as
put it out.
enlightened.
Nah, he showed up with the court documents, I guess, he said He was trying to serve
He wrote
Cub.
those himself.
He was trying to whoop Cub feet.
Cub trying to go out bad. Yeah.
Who sues you and they serve you the papers? Come on, you can't
At
serve a
2:30
nigga.
a.m. Like, that was on
The
Cub
same night.
mind. That video went viral. Cub was ready to off Cub.
The same night. And the thing with Billy is, you know, you can't. The thing is, a lot of that bullshit works on people who don't have a lot of knowledge, like the intimidation tactics. But these white dudes were ready for you, Billy. You walked right into a trap, dude. And a lot of people have invested a lot of their lives studying this shit. You're not going to know more than a guy who's invested his life in this as a casual reader, right? Like, you could get up and talk about astral projection and all that. That's fine. But the reality is, no one can prove that it's real. No one can prove that it's fake.
Right.
That's the area that Billy Carson
because that astral
operates
projection
in.
stuff is like, if you know, you know. You know what I mean? It takes a certain amount of stuff for you to really believe in that.
But that's the things. That's the things about beliefs is of things like this. You're really going on a blind faith. It's either you believe in God or you don't. There's no way to prove either way. You don't have any physical, tangible evidence other than, oh, this happened to me, so I believe it was an act of God. But that's your perspective. But that doesn't mean that was literally an act of God.
It's like flat Earth theory.
Earth is flat, bro.
I'm never going into space to. I know the Earth is round, but
Earth is flat, bro.
I'm never going into space to look at the Earth and say, "Oh, it's round." You're never going into space to look at the Earth and say, "Oh, no, it's flat." We have to go. You got to go by what you heard and learned. I have to go by what I heard and learned. I learned my shit in the 3rd grade.
It's done?
It went off. Oh.
No, you have more proof that the
is
Earth
ready.
is. You have more proof that the Earth is
let's
flat
go,
than it's
man.
round. But
we did this for
we can wrap this one up.
Yeah.
Nah,
it
we
3
trying to hit
hours?
that 2-hour mark.
Now we for sure past that.
Nah, it's right there.
Dude, you didn't even hit 2 hours.
Nah, we hit 2 hours.
Let's
We hit
say
220.
219.
We hit 220.
Yeah.
Because they've been asking for longer episodes. You know, they be out there on their 8-hour shift. They're like, man, y'all got to give us some more heat. Shout out to Cali the One. He not here. You feel me?
Wait
Mr.
a
Light
minute.
Skin.
Wait a minute. I want to do this. Guys, if you want more content, everybody on here has their own channel. Well, except
I ain't got my own channel.
for Messiah. Kali the One, Kaulee1.
It's K.
Kaulee1. The One, THA1.
Nah, just one.
Oh, the Kali One, Kaulee1. I got Pan-Africanism Strikes Back. I'm on every day, damn near. And then you have, and then I have Notorious BDT. Guys, you can come get all the content.
Check this
you want.
out. It's
You don't
Far Away
gotta
or
go-
No Way.
Far away or no way.
Fucking
Period,
hearing me
point
with all that
blank.
bullshit he
Look,
talking.
Hey, look.
Yeah.
Hey, he was talking tough on camera. We're going to see when this camera cut off. Shout out to Tarique Nasheed. Y'all tap in the viral way. Share, like, subscribe to the channel, man. We out of here. Bang!
Oh, Lord.
Ain't no handouts, I did it from the ground up. In the streets, thugging hardest where they found us. Got a problem, nigga, watch my troopers mount up. My bitch a thing too, and you a lame though. You niggas ain't outside, yeah, we came through. You want your lights up, we put you on the shade.